I rolled 20 for the session.
Roll a 20 for the roll a 20 to see if you survive the session or not. Right. Does anybody remember what actually happened last session?
We got the absolute snot kicked out of us by kobolds, who seem to have 160 hit points each.
After Felix told you the kobolds were weak and easy, and that you'd be able to one-shot all of them.
Yes.
Like, you ended up with... So, essentially the last session, you guys made it to the front of the kobold camp.
Yeah.
There was a small plan in place to ask to come in, and if you weren't politely given entrance, a command word called Funky Town signalled Ice Flint to
go charging
in and hit the closest kobold, which, as he charged in, missed both attacks on the kobold.
And it went downhill from there, basically.
Then, at one point, you all focused on the guy who was in charge, and then everybody turned their attention away from him because he was swinging at Urug and missing every single swing. Even when he had advantage, still couldn't quite get you.
Get me, no.
After having catapulted goblins, arrows, and all kinds of weapons.
Yeah, those are arrows! Bloody hell, they never missed, and they really hurt.
Heavy crossbows.
Yeah. Yeah, they were on the ballistas on the side, weren't they? They were hitting
Heavy
hard.
crossbows. Yeah, they weren't even the ballistas, they were just heavy crossbows with high pluses because they had really good decks. And after you guys making the best attempt you could to either break down a palisade or
set it on fire,
you inevitably had to retreat. Only coming back to try and save Dot, you realised that Dot...
Did we save Dot or was she captured?
We managed to get her off the wall.
You realised that they were trying to capture her and fluffing all of their tying up rolls. So, with a bit of healing and a bit of running, managed to get away.
Yeah, I think between Willow and Yen they managed to do enough just to keep Dot up every round.
Oh my god.
And then, where we ended it was you guys were essentially retreating in kind of two directions at the time.
I think the plan was to head back to where we'd camped before. I don't remember where that was.
Your last camp was about a day
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
away, and it was just coming into nightfall as you were retreating.
I remember hitting the commander with the best javelin throw I've ever done in D&D.
Yeah, over the wall, just seeing it disappear. I was like, oh, you killed him!
Like a nat
19 or something like that. It was ridiculous.
From a distance, like...
With disadvantage as well, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, where would you like to go whilst you're...
Well, I disappeared off up that way, and everyone else sort of went that way, so I'd try and curve round.
Yeah, so I suppose it'd just be a case of like,
yeah,
you know, or we're gonna limp into. You wouldn't catch up. 20-foot movement speed.
I'd dash.
I'm coming, everyone. Like your granddad trying to catch up with you.
I think Felix went the same way as me, or Yen or Felix came the same way as me.
I was like this way.
Yeah, I was in the middle over there, I think, as well, going that way. So.
I know Dot came this way. Hendrik went that way.
Either way, you meet up. As you look back, you can see that there are a bunch of torches being lit, and they're kind of congregating near where the gate is.
Oh dear.
You can hear all kinds of yelling and like horns going off.
Can we understand it or?
No,
Yeah,
you're too far to be able to hear, but you don't see any movement of the door opening, but you do see the big fires on the palisades being put out.
I'd rather him put the fires out than come out and chase us, to be honest.
But nightfall is starting to creep up and it's getting dark as you enter the kind of tree line.
I imagine when we all get together as a group, we'd be like, we need to find somewhere to hole up.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to put as much distance as we can between them, in case they do send a party out. Because they're not going to come out in the daytime. They're night dwellers, aren't they? Kobolds. Yeah. So they'll pursue us now if they're going. So we need to keep moving.
Sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go as close as we can to our previous camp, then just belt it through the woods.
You did pass a kind of abandoned farmhouse at the start of the day, but it will take you most of the night to travel back to where that was.
Yeah.
Is that the plan then? Head towards that abandoned farmhouse, do you think?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think we'll just sprint that way. I don't know if Josh has, because I know he's got Path without a trace, but I don't know if he's got the spell slot to cast it.
From what I heard, he was very sad about what has happened because he died, came back, super powerful beforehand, bigged himself up that all of the kobolds were going to be easy and this was going to be a simple thing, and his first fight after coming back was a defeat, essentially.
He's gone full emo again.
So he's gone.
Snap out of it, Felix!
Emo Felix again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the. I have to see him alive now because I just saw him as a corpse. So he's like literally. I'm seeing this now. For the
He had very human emotions. He was very confident going in.
Was
I
he?
think that the
An ego
fight
trip.
with the kobolds has knocked his confidence a little bit.
Oh.
So it should. They're little tiny ship. They're ship dragons. Will be alright. Beat by them.
So you plan to travel essentially the entire night.
Yeah, just keep
After
moving.
travelling all the day.
We're gonna have to. I think if we stop here, they're just gonna find us and catch us while we're lacking.
Yeah.
I think we just got to go to this. Try and hold up.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I've actually got a good perception, I believe. I rolled 17.
I'm just trying to think if I can put this so you guys can kind of see it at least.
I got a 20.
Oh, so Ice Splint is really perceptive after we got our asses kicked.
After you've been travelling for, trying to think of the distance and the direction you were going, you, after about 2.5 hours of travelling and probably maybe stopping a little bit, bandaging up a bit of wounds but
Does that mean I get 1 HP first?
you come across what appears to be like a small cave. It is quite well with a 20. You definitely see that the entrance is full of cobwebs. It doesn't look like, Shelob-sized cobwebs, but it's almost completely covered with the kind of sticky substance of the web.
Have we been here before?
You haven't passed this bit, essentially.
So either sleep in there with the spiders or go back to the farm.
It's a trap, and Dan.
Spiders. Don't like spiders. We want to keep going.
Do the cobwebs look like they've been disturbed at all?
It almost looks like a white wall, but you can tell it's not stone.
Yeah.
Do they look fresh cobwebs, if that makes sense? Fresh webbing? Are we close enough to have a good look at it?
You could take a small look. I'd probably say you're about 50 feet, so.
Is it worth having a look? If they're not fresh, it could be worth rather than exhausting ourselves.
You haven't heard any kind of movement around what you've been.
Even behind us.
You haven't even heard any wildlife. It has been silent.
Like an eerily silent.
Eerily silent, where the only sounds you hear are your breathing and crunches of leaves.
Probably because of the spiders.
I was going to say, that makes it even worse. If we're going to slow down a little bit and have a look, I'd just like to have a closer look at the webbing, not from too close. Not like
Perception if you look in.
Yeah,
investigation if you touch it.
I just want to have a little bit of a closer look at the webs to see if
blast.
That was plan one. But then I remembered last time we fought spiders, they had web scents, and every time a web got touched, I'm like, I know where they are. So I'd like to, without touching any webs, I'd like to get a bit closer and just have a look and see if they're fresh or if they're old. You can tell a fresh spider web to an old spider
Give me a
web.
perception check.
That's a 4.
You're missing a
Spider
good
web.
perception.
You can. How far are you going to get? How close are you actually going to be?
If we were 50 foot away, I'd probably only want to get 20 foot closer, so I'm 30 foot away. It's just have a
So,
little,
I mean, they look relatively fresh, but they look like they're used webs.
I'll go back and say they're not old webs. So
Oh.
the red spiders are.
So the spiders. Okay. Well, we want to rest. We don't want to like be fighting
Yeah.
spiders.
Even spiders that size
Yeah.
are going to be a problem.
Even if we know there's nothing chasing us, is looking around, is there anywhere else round here we could potentially?
You're in like a forested area,
Yeah.
so even if you were, you have the cover of trees, but it is dark. Those of you with dark vision, you're only seeing in grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything past that kind of 60 foot or whichever
Doc, what
vision
you
as
say?
well. It's just
Yeah, it's whether we keep walking to that farmhouse or if we just hold up. If we know we're not being followed, we don't have to.
feeling tired. You travelled
Yeah.
a full day. You've had your ass handed to you.
I also don't
travel.
want to sleep this close to the front of that spider's cave. Unless to make him decide, so if we die, it's his fault.
No, it's not.
God, say Darren. Let's make Darren decide that he'll die, it's his fault. I don't
Come
know.
with the spiders or move forward to come
Yeah,
to the woods.
Urug doesn't want to be near the spiders.
Yeah, I want to
We've got bad spider
Howdy, howdy.
meet.
Quick
I wanna
question,
go.
do we go into the very obviously trapped spider cave or do we move on?
They're retreating.
This way to
they're
instant death,
retreating
this
from-
way to life and riches.
Yeah, we're all on 1 HP as well.
I've heard spiders' webs can heal.
That's it.
Spider came in.
I've heard from someone in my mind. Spider waves.
Anti-BK, early night, see you later. Josh comes and we're all packing up.
Josh comes, what happened? You're dead. Sorry. I think we should go further
Yeah.
out, yeah. Original plan, go towards the farmhouse, and if we're still not being followed and we find a safer area, rest there.
The rest of the kind of trip is the same. You walk through, you get another hour through, you're in the woodland still.
Probably pitch black.
You've heard nothing. You've heard eerily silence. Not even wind, really.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Everything has just come. It's almost like it's still.
Can
You
I
can't even-
use...
if you stand, you can't even hear like the trees brushing against.
Can I
each
use
other.
divine sense as we're going?
Yeah.
Just ping any celestial fiend or undead within 60 foot. I've just got a feeling that something's fucking around with us.
Is there more to that spell?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 foot that is not behind total cover. Then I can ping 4 times per long rest. So, in no particular pace, just as we're walking, I'll just go ping. One of those moments where you know you're worried it's eerily silent, just nudge while we're here. Ding.
You don't seem to sense anything.
Well, there's definitely nothing around 60 foot of us right now.
Is it like eerily like silent? Is it? Or is it...
It's silent apart from your own breathing.
That's
that's really freaking.
Yeah, that's the bit that's really annoying me. Like,
Is there no battle going on?
We're quite far away from like that town with all like the creatures and stuff, aren't we?
So the Kobold camp you travelled about 3.5 hours from.
Yeah.
So we've got another 7 hours to the farmhouse we mentioned.
Your thingy picks up fiends, doesn't it?
Yes.
How far?
60 foot.
Okay, 40 foot from you there is a fiend.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Which way? Behind us or in front? I'm going to keep that to my own
I don't think it
knowledge.
tells you the exact location, does it? It just tells you there is
It
one.
says you know the location of any celestial fiend.
Oh, okay,
or
so
undead.
it's essentially 40 foot behind in a tree.
In a tree.
In a tree.
I'm going to hold that information to me while we're still walking, and then in another 100 foot or so I'm going to ping again and see if it stays the same
Okay.
distance effectively.
As you travel the extra 100 foot and ping it off again, it stays the same.
Exactly
distance.
40 feet. Then I will, while we're walking, just walk up to each individual person and be like, there's something following us. It's a fiend.
Dayman.
I can't tell you any more than that. I can sense it. And as we're walking, I suppose I'll walk backwards while I'm talking to someone like Dot or Felix and just sort of try and have a look without making it obvious I'm having a look, if that makes sense, and see if I can see it.
Give me a perception check. With advantage, because you kind of know where it is.
That is a 17. I think I know who it might be.
You can see, kind of making sure it stays between trees, kind of flicks of red.
Just little flicks of red.
But you can also see wings attached, folded up behind.
Does it look like someone who I might have met in the past?
It looks like somebody. Looks like somebody's followed you before.
Yeah. Is it Miko?
Behind the trees.
Is it Miko? No, it's not Miko. Okay, well, it's not as fucked as I thought it was.
Mickey be dead.
Yeah. Miko does not like us.
It's not your succubus.
Doesn't like.
wife,
No,
is it?
correction. You.
Yeah, Miko does not like me. It could be. It could be my succubus friend. But she'd have just come to us because she loves me. She wouldn't have followed us like that. I'll just... They're not getting any closer. They're not threatening at the moment. We want to keep going. If anything, them being 40 foot behind us means they'll get hit before us.
I think struggling with that logic, but we need to keep going.
Yeah, we'll just keep walking.
Yeah.
And then in another hour or so I will ping again if nothing happens in an hour's time, just to see if it's still behind us, following us. So another hour.
So another hour passes.
Yeah.
You guys are getting tired
I
now.
say,
Your legs are
exactly.
hurting. You're in the exhaustion levels now.
My HP's alright though, so I'm okay.
Yeah, but you've been
Yeah,
walking all day,
Yeah.
walking all night,
Oh,
fighting,
yeah.
And
that's
walking
bad.
some more.
and walking some more.
So we're starting to feel exhausted, like we're in the middle of the woods, basically.
Just how
If we,
I mean,
if we
you-
carry
you'd be-
on, we're going to get hit by
You're at the
exhaustion.
point now where you're starting to stumble because you kind of fallen asleep.
we need
It
to
is-
stop.
We need to
It
stop,
is
yeah.
quiet. There's nothing like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
I was hoping we'd walk.
You were on high alert before, but when there's no sound,
I was hoping we'd walk past the quiet and get the
Yeah.
sound so we could stop, but
We might have to kind of stop and just rest, I think.
is there anywhere... So if I ping again, is it still 40 foot behind us?
Yeah.
Oh.
You haven't told us though that obviously it's following, have you?
I've said to you
You
there's
just
something
said-
following us.
Oh, you have again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you say like something behind
Yeah.
us.
So
the LT is from 300.
I've said to you something's following us, and then I walked backwards to talk to probably Hendrik or Dot,
Yeah.
and then looked over them to see it behind us.
Yep.
Oh, stealthy as shit. Nobody else sees this.
Yeah. My options are... So, if we're going to stop and rest here, this is out of character. My options are I can message whatever's there with the cantrip and see if we can get it to talk to me. It's been following us for 3 hours. It hasn't attacked us. It's whether we sit to camp and it's whether
You let goddamn hand.
or do we just go to camp and Homer just sits there and doesn't? That's my thought process currently. I imagine we're probably setting up camp now in an area.
If you're planning to kind of set up camp,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to. So while we're doing that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit there and mullet it over in my head and just walk people and saying, should I talk to what's behind us or should we just leave it until the morning?
I mean, we all need to rest, so we just see what happens. Nothing we can do.
I'll be on watch the entire night anyway.
So maybe like the people that long rest, we'll let long rest, and then the people that only need a short rest can take it in turns. So we get a full 8 hours.
Yeah. I'll stay up the entire night looking that direction.
Yeah, you don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can
Already.
stay awake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody else needs to watch.
Yeah, I'll just sit on.
I'll
sit
just
on-
meditate when it's. I'll give it a couple of hours with you, and then I'll meditate.
Would you want to start your meditation to start with, so you're fresher earlier on, just in case?
Would you light a fire? Think about making some food? Would you just?
I think we definitely. I'm not sure if we'd light a fire.
We can make an underground fire.
Yeah.
Iceland would know how to do that.
Iceland can be in charge of survival.
Give me a survival check. You're trying to make like an underground fire.
Well, I know how to do it. It's easy.
Yeah, but if you give me a survival check, then you know how to survive.
Okay.
You know how to do it.
There's Iceland.
Does Iceland know how to do it?
He's a
It's a good life.
he's
He's
a
a bit tired
Yeah.
now, isn't he?
His underground fire.
It's
is
not just
11.
like,
It's
it's-
not nasty.
no, he would be able to make at least a relatively covered fire.
Yeah.
Like just to make sure that the light doesn't completely.
Yeah. We don't want to say, look, guys, we're here.
Not lighting a beacon in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Like,
Just for you dig a hole, you lay the fire in the pot, and then you have a chimney.
yeah,
coming
you
down
have a
at
chimney.
an
You have a chimney
angle.
hole.
Yeah.
I know how to do that, but do the characters in D&D know?
What?
It's a good life. Just live in the mountains.
They're adventurous. I should hope they
Oh, he's
are.
a snow. He's a
No,
snow
that's
guy.
true,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you have a fire, when you.
I imagine if we are
Well,
setting
no,
down,
you're getting stay warm, don't you? In the snow.
if we are setting down to fully rest, fire up some food getting cooked, some little tent things, bedrolls getting laid out, whatever. While we're doing that, I'll sit there on a stump and I'll just look towards that direction, and not. I'm gonna give it the first hour, 2 hours, and then I'll ping my divine sense of final time, see if it's still that sort of area. But that's in 2 hours' time, so if anything happens before, and then just we can wait until then.
Iceland, having lit the fire, is going to get a spark out, holding
Yeah.
onto his sword.
Yeah, just
Sleeps with a lad.
Yeah.
my baby.
He sleeps with his back to a tree trunk, sort of sitting up.
Like a bear.
Like this, so nobody takes his sword. Like when what is it, Gandalf when he's asleep holding on to the thing, it's just like.
Because it's dark, normally, I know Sam, Dot would probably keep first watch of me if it's dark, because she's got the super... but-
Super not vision.
But she's not here, so I'd imagine it's just...
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll perception for me, Doc. Oh, 0, it's cool.
Oh, she rolled the 2.
Oh, 0, it's cool.
But she's wisdom based, it's fine.
Hey, on Baldur's Gate, and that one is a critical fail no matter what.
I love the fact that we've fought a fight, got our asses kicked, run away, and still got our backpacks.
Yeah.
All 56 pounds of it.
Yeah, everything's like, we're not giving this up.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I have anything useful on me now.
Got a bedroll
I've got
and some dry rations.
2 potions and my token. And in my backpack I've just got some shit basically. I got one werewolf fang. I got one intact werewolf fang. I've got 14 nails. I've got some fake copper, gold and silver. That was off Ross's table. He told me not to put it as actual gold, copper and silver, so it's obviously something with my hummingbird brooch, which isn't mine. I nicked it off someone, but and then my quarterstaff.
Nice and sleepy.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody in your party hoarding all the magic stuff.
Yeah, and it ain't me.
They've stabbed us, that fiend, have
Not yet.
they? Okay.
Everyone's just settling down for the first hour or two, and then I'm gonna pop a divine sense at the end of the first watch, effectively, and see if it's still in the vicinity.
Okay, cool.
So you get 2 players come back to you. There's no 2
Yeah,
of them.
and I'll say that'll be the worrying part.
Do you kind of prop yourself up against
I'll just sit
a
again.
tree
Yeah,
kind of thing and just...
sort of around where the fire/food is, just have myself to a bowl of shit soup or whatever.
Shit soup.
Yeah. I don't know what we'd probably just put
Whatever.
some shit in there, wouldn't we? I'm pretty sure actually Felix has got the forager traits of like a berry soup. I imagine. But,
Yeah, as in pick some berries
Yeah.
for this close to the...
yeah. So, no wildlife to kill because it's fucking silent, so we've got to eat something. I've got ration packs that I can eat,
Yeah.
but
I see that as more like biscuits and
Yeah.
granola.
and some jerky. We can put that in some hot water, you know?
Like rehydrate your meat.
Yeah. Yeah. It will breathe again. It's wet like pork, so we don't know. I'll cook Lilith.
Reanimate it.
Yeah. What does dragon meat taste like? Lilith.
Lily! Who's already died about 4 times.
One more won't hurt. Yeah.
The whole party's going to have a very bad reaction to kobolds for the rest of their lives.
Poor Remin, if ever we save him, he's gonna be fucking. He's gonna be hated.
Mm.
No. Got the paper out, guys! We're fucked!
Yeah, someone's got some having poops come out.
As you settle down, all of you are exhausted, your legs are on fire, the lactic acid built up is just can't walk anymore. Quite the most suitable kind of opening to sit, sleep, watch yourselves. You can see that the fire is low. You almost like the light goes straight up rather than spreads out. Like you're just kind of sat up against a tree, twiddling, whittling. I imagine you do a bit of
The
whittling.
usual
Suffering.
rug sort of, yeah.
Just a bit of
Banging
whittling.
some armour against each other, just he's bored, clicking his fingers, you know.
It's dark around here. You can really sense how dark it is. As you look up, you can see stars in the sky. As you look to your left and right, you can see that apart from the light from the fire, the shadows are just crumbing in like tentacles. Like they all grab you and you're dead. You're watching over everybody who's asleep. You can see their chest rise and fall. You can see Willow, who I imagine is cross-legged,
Yeah, just meditating.
meditating. Like, again, you can see her steadily breathing. You pop your
Divine sense.
divine sense.
Let me just mark it off because it's my last one.
Sorry, guys.
The fiend is the other side of the tree to you,
Literally right behind me.
like the other side of the tree.
I'm gonna. I don't know how this would work because I suppose it would work because they're not behind massively mounted. I'm gonna pop a message in my head to the fiend.
Point backwards.
Yeah, it's basically over my shoulders, and all I'm gonna say is, I know you've been following us. I know you're here. What do you want?
You don't have to use any spells with me. I'm here for you.
Is it the same? And then I'll sort of just like look over my shoulder. Does she actually like come out into view now, or is she still?
They kind of like you can see her shoulder,
Mm.
and she's kind of doing the same thing you are.
How come you never come out when we're in trouble?
I can't go near that camp.
Do you know that camp?
Of course I know it can.
Why can't you go near it?
There is forces in there that stop me.
What kind of forces?
Well, there are 2 objects in that camp that I cannot go near. My mistress will not allow it.
We need to get into that camp. I don't know if you know, but we've lost a friend called Rowan.
I do not know of your friend Roman, but that camp has many captures.
We aim to free them. We've done a lot of stuff in our time in this land. A lot of it has... Surely you know Hypnos.
Of course I know Hypnos.
And how do you feel of him?
He is great and powerful.
Yeah, but
He's
is he good?
the brother of my mistress.
Is he good? Brother of your mistress? Who's your mistress?
Her name is Yuffie.
Yuffie. And then I'll go through my head, and bear in mind, I know Yuffie, but I don't think Urug does.
Never met her.
No, and I've not read the book either because I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
no.
So
Urug's never read.
that's what I mean. Urug's never read any of this. This is all brand new too.
Urug never got the 6th month law.
No, because Urug wasn't in the town, was he?
Yeah.
So
And I know it's down on paper, but really it's
Yeah.
just stuff people would have heard.
yeah, that's what I mean. And it's not something that Urug would have paid attention to when they were talking about it either. So Yuffie, I've never heard of her. I've had hand-to-hand dealings with Hypnos and Tatiana
Titiana.
and Titiana.
She is the sister of Hypnos.
Okay. She sounds very powerful too.
More powerful than I, yes.
Not as powerful.
She is who sent us to find your group.
She sent you to find us.
Yes, and we had orders to eliminate everybody in the party.
How come you didn't eliminate
And lure who we could.
Okay. How come you didn't eliminate us?
You eliminated us, and you saved my life.
Yes, I
I'm
remember.
forever indebted to you for saving me.
What if it comes to us and Yuffie and you have to choose?
I do not know. I would plead for you, not so much for the others.
The others, they mean well. They're better people than what I am.
When you saved me, they tried to kill me.
Yes, I definitely remember that. Hendrik seems fond of you. He was singing to you before, remember?
Hendrik always sings, and
He does
sings
always
to you. He sang to me, but I'm yours.
You saved me multiple times. You helped us on the mountain. You didn't have to do that.
I am indebted to you.
I don't want to put you in harm's way.
Well, try to stop me.
Can you get to Yuffie and talk to her?
I can speak with you for yes.
Can you ask her why she wants us dead? What have we done to her?
Likely because Hypnos told us so.
Hypnos does not want us dead.
I will speak with Yuffie, but she can get very angry.
Oh, don't get yourself in danger. Are you gonna stay with us, even if we can't see you?
I will stay where I can, but there are some in your party that I do not trust.
Don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
But I cannot go into that camp.
I don't expect you to. We're not ready to fight what's in there right now anyway. Right now we need to rest. And I thought you were one of them coming after us. That's why we've been walking and walking and walking.
And I saw none of them follow you.
Okay. Would you help if we were to sleep now? Could you I'll keep an eye.
I will do my best. I can go to the air, but in the silence, my wings will make sound.
I'd rather you stay down here with us, in the camp. When someone wakes, if they're startled, just point them to me. And I'll sort of just put my hand over my shoulder, onto her shoulder, like try and
tentacle arm just so that it stretches all the way.
And I'll just try not to touch her wing and just give her a little pat on the shoulder, and just say, "We're even. You don't have to stay with me, but I'd like you to stay with us. You don't have
Quite
to."
romantic, isn't it?
This is Uruk trying his hardest to pretend to be the person that saved her, because it was not me.
You're just going to take the credit that you did.
Well, she thinks of it.
What happened to you, Armand? I did not see you.
Do you know Stitches?
Yes.
I died, and she brought me back.
When did you die? I didn't see that.
You saw me die on top of the hill, on the forest giant.
I could not join you for the trial.
Yeah. Well, that's happened before, as well.
When you were brought into the dreamland, I was able to beg to come and help.
Mm-hmm.
But on the actual mountain,
You can't
I
go.
couldn't join you.
Is that because of other artifacts again?
It's too high for me to fly, and the door was already shut.
Yeah. Well, we passed that trial. I died then. I've died before. I'm indebted to Stitches. I don't know if that's going to affect anything with you.
So in turn, that just makes me indebted to you, and you indebted to Stitches.
Good, as long as it's not going to make anything complicated between us.
Nothing seems to be complicating this. Yuffie might come after you again. I did not see anything following us, but my skills are not in my perception.
I can deal with Yuffie if it comes to it. Full on brave face, full well knowing I cannot deal anything to do with her, but I'm trying to keep her calm and with us. So I'm just going to ask her to sit with me at the fire while we're sitting and watching out for the rest of
Listen,
the
we wake up with some random fucker there. We're like, what?
It's essentially like a demon.
Yeah, you just sitting there.
Well-
Well, when they get it, is Uruk, so we'll be like, okay, so sit with the demons.
Willow did see her
I
once.
think you've all seen her before, I hope.
Still alive.
No.
He said he'd be about 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, it's 5 too, so.
So 5 to 8.
Yeah.
I don't know how close he is.
So I'll sit there and I'll just sit with the sucker. I'll ask her a name, like a real name, because at the moment she's down as
You
succubus.
literally never asked her.
Oh,
name.
it's succubus, is it?
He's
Yeah.
never. It's the first time he's ever asked
Yeah,
her
it's the
name.
first time I've had time to talk to her.
You're
If that
gonna
makes
fuck
sense.
you're gonna fuck her by the campfire.
I can't
Oh,
much. just my one tentacle goes.
You just the one tentacle, you can just look the other way.
Like some hentai shit when you wake up. No, I am gonna ask her a name. I've never asked her name before, and she saved my life twice, so I kind of owe it to her a bit.
My name is Flurry.
Glory.
F-L-U-R-I.
Flurry or Floro?
Furry.
Furry?
Furry?
No, Flurry.
Furry, you scored, she's a furry.
F-L-U-R-I.
Fluri. It auto-corrected to flirt on my phone.
I mean, she could be flirting with you. She's literally luring you in so she can suck the life out of you, literally.
That's fine by
She's
her.
gonna slurp you like a Capri Sun.
But I'll sit there and I'll explain that my name's Uruk. I'm sure she knows it already. And I'll just say, I'm sorry I've never asked your name before. We've never had time to sit and talk.
We have spoken on a few occasions now.
But I've never asked your name.
I know. I was getting a bit upset.
I apologise for that.
This is our third conversation.
Third date.
Third day, you don't even know her name. And you've already talked about putting your tentacle in her.
and he was more than happy to let Hendrik try and make moves.
Yes! Does Hendrik even know her name? That's the thing.
No.
No one knows her name.
I'm gonna say to her while we're sat here just talking, I'll say, I'm sorry I didn't ask your name. And as you can tell from the company I keep, I don't make acquaintances very well.
I can tell that most mean good, but I do not trust all of them.
Who do you not trust?
That one with the dragon over there.
Felix.
No one trusts him.
He tried to kill me when you saved me. He stood over me, ready to kill me.
Felix. Did he have his black hair then, or did he have his blonde hair?
He had his blonde hair when the black hair only came
After the 6 months.
No, the black hair came when you guys, when he was on the mountain.
I thought he went emo when we went the 6 months off because
No,
he
he
was
went
so distraught.
His hair hadn't changed.
No, he hadn't changed. He just
He was just a bit emo, but he now just looks the part.
yeah. Felix is. He means well with everything he does. He's a little bit racist. He probably saw. He probably saw how you look and took it the wrong way. He probably thought you were evil. You're not evil. You saved me.
He seemed the strongest one to lure at the time. We didn't expect as much resistance as we did.
I'll flex my tentacle
Oh my
and say
God.
you're not the strongest now.
You look like you're fit on
Yeah.
How I feel.
I know that you try and tent something that's got
Yeah.
How can you tense
You
a
can't.
tentacle?
I'll lift it up. like what's it called from Futurama?
Oh yeah.
Just curl it up so
Yeah.
it looks like a
Press your
bicep.
voice.
Yeah, and I'll pucker one of the suckers like, just so it looks good.
That's just gross, man.
We just lost the DM.
Thing is, though, is she gonna like that?
She's suspicious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does all that sort of stuff.
She's just in love with
Kinky as
There's be a tail with a spike on it and this tentacle, and they'll be sort of entwined around each other.
Oh,
with a little love heart over the top.
There she is. That's I will say to her, hello. I
hello.
will say to her that wait till we're safe, and I'll show you some cool tricks with this.
Oh my god.
There was really a flirt.
I tried.
Would there be a performance of that if you're trying to flirt with her?
He hasn't done it yet.
I just want to pour the water on and let her watch it grow 5 foot.
It's the Viagra,
He said that he's going to show her, but he hasn't shown her yet, which means that no performance check is needed yet.
Yes.
When we're safe, please keep. Do you need to rest at all? You've been following us all night.
I will rest, but I will watch too, where I can.
Just don't fall asleep without me explaining to people that you're here, because that might go really badly.
Well, it might be the best time because if you don't sleep.
Yeah. I'll make sure if she goes to sleep, I'll make sure she falls asleep on me, sort of thing.
Oh my god, so just like you wake
Yeah.
up and you just had sex
On
with
your
the
lap.
demons.
Yeah, just on my lap with my tentacle wrapped round, like just over her wings, like.
I'm just thinking it's accidentally across her breast. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
just.
Of course, if she drains his soul in the light, we'll wake up and there'll just be this empty seat of armour with a hard on.
Yeah, you're all gonna wake up and all you're gonna hear is a big ding from the
And that's what you wake up from. You
Yeah.
hear the
It echoes because it's so quiet out here. It echoes through
Oh
the
my
forest.
god.
But yeah, that's at least now I know who's spotted us. I'm not so worried about the watch. So Urug is gonna pay less attention to the watch than what he normally would now. He's going to be talking
Are
to.
you just going to kind of stroke her hair with
Yeah,
your
well,
good arm?
Yeah, so just stroking the hair there, tentacle to the side, still keeping a bit of a look around, but knowing we're pretty safe.
You did recently wash your leg as well, so
Yeah,
you're
so I
as
look-
stinky as
I smell fantastic to her right
Not
now.
quite, but you smell less worse.
I've got one shiny left leg.
One shiny left leg, and then a whole lot of
You might be able
guilt.
to cure your leg.
She might be able to cure my leg.
Give me another perception check. Only just over an hour has kind of passed. What?
13.
13.
Oh no, it's another bit of paper.
As you kind of paying less attention, kind of stroking the hair, you start to hear a noise. It's faint. You just hear a bit of scrape of movement from outside the fire.
From outside the fire.
Well, from outside the fire, like the
Oh,
light
outside
of the fire.
Which direction?
Just to your right.
Without alarm. Is it just like a little something like that? But we've
Yeah,
heard
it's like
no.
it's almost like the crunch of a leaf.
We've heard no sound
It's the
whatsoever.
first bit of noise outside the
So
camp
it would
you
be
hear.
instant ding, something's there. So I will sort of. Urug's not stupid. He wouldn't just go. He's sort of just still there, looking round, and probably just glaze his eyes over towards where I think it's been, and just set on my sight there a little longer, and then carry on looking round. Do I see anything at all?
Give me another perception check.
Come on, come on. 4. Do I waste my inspiration? No. I'll have a look round, and if I don't see anything, I'll just imagine it's my own mind playing tricks on me.
You can feel a twitching in your fingers.
Yeah.
Touch blast.
It's like sort of ready in my hand. The second I see anything coming towards us, which I deem as aggressive, then I'm.
You begin to look around thinking, I can't lift my arms.
I can't move them.
Your head looks down. You can see that where you were stroking, the succubus has stopped. The succubus is staring directly at you.
Just straight into my face.
Eyes black, full of stars.
You're fucking mate.
Oh no.
It's the boss.
You feel the fire flicker, but you can see the fire start to flicker.
In the background.
Shadows at the edge of the camp begin to
Coming
enter.
in. She's just looking at me.
You see these shadows stretch unnaturally, like ink pouring across.
Can I talk?
You can speak.
I'm gonna say, are you doing this?
No response.
Nothing at all. Does it even look like her? If that makes sense. Does
It
it
looks exactly like her.
or does it? Is it her or is someone taken over her? Is
More of a
mine?
blank stare
Yeah.
rather than like facial expressions.
Okay. I'm gonna say her name and just see if I get any.
What is her name?
I've got it written down. Literally just put it down. it's. I was gonna say flirt because it's not, but it's Flory. But
I love that.
because he said, "What's her name?"
got my name already!
I was gonna say flirt because that's what it's saved as in my autocorrect. No, it's
Fuck's
Flory.
sake.
I can even spell it for you, even though it says flirt, because it's Fluri. Flory. Flurry. Furry.
You hear a faint whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Alric.
As in, she's trying to fight. There was a...
Almost like there's some resistance there when she's trying to say your name.
Flory, stop this.
As you look up, you can see the shadows that have creeped into camp.
Mm-hmm. Are they coming towards the people that are asleep? I'm going to pop.
The shadows are, as you come closer to the fire, you can see that they're kobolds.
The shadows are kobolds.
The shadows creep in, and as you see them through the light, you can see that the shadows are kobolds.
I'm gonna
But then, they're not shadow demon things. They're
the
kobolds
actual
that come out of the
kobolds.
shadows.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout, wake up! And I'm going to Eldritch Blast the first one I can see if I can get anything out my hands. I know I can't move them, but if I can... Because it's voice and point, I imagine.
Your arms don't move.
So,
Can both of you make a perception check for me?
I've got to make one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What was confused doing that? Oh, yeah. That is 18.
Mine is 19.
You hear the scream of a rug.
Okay.
Oh. But is it like what kind of scream? Like a pain
I'm
scream?
guessing
It
like
literally is
warning
a-
scream.
it's more of a worry, like, wake
Okay.
up, quick.
Okay. I'll get up then.
Look, you see the kobolds creep over to where Iceflint is laying. You see his chest rising.
Iceflint! Fuck him up!
As they pull a knife from their point and they slit Iceflint's throat. You see a twitch and hear a gargle as you see Iceflint go limp.
Oh, God.
No scream, no
Nothing.
You see that each of these kobolds go to the others in your camp and one by one slit the throat
I'm like, Rory, help me!
of Dot,
Save
Willow.
them! And, I don't know if I've got anything.
and Felix.
I can't do anything. I can't do my hands. I can...
You see a kobold.
Is there any within 5 foot of me?
I'd say yes now.
I'm gonna word a radiant to him. It's the only thing I can do with just voice.
Okay.
So,
What does your word of radiance do?
it's a con save 14 from you. And then it's 2d6.
That's a fail on the con save.
So you're gonna take 7 radiant damage.
You see this kobold approach you.
Mm-hmm.
It smiles.
Is it one of the ones we were fighting at the camp?
It seems to be. Although, it looks quite like Remin. He's wearing different clothes.
What colour clothes?
They're kind of more brown leather.
As in
They're
what?
not as usual.
Yeah.
Not as usual attire. You know that he used to try and dress differently.
No,
He
he's
smiles
just
at
gone.
you. One hand over your mouth as he plunges a dagger
Into me or Flory?
into you.
Oh, okay.
Like, you wake up. You guys wake up to an absolute belter of a scream
Shit.
from a
From me.
as he screams. You wake.
Yeah.
Your word of radiance cast
Yeah.
on Flurry,
Oh, okay.
so she is shot back.
Yeah. And I'm like, what, Flory, no, sorry. I was nightmare.
You were screaming. I was trying to wake you.
I don't sleep. That shouldn't happen.
I don't understand what's going on. There is now a demon in the middle of your camp.
I will shout to you guys as I'm trying to go, don't hurt her, she's friendly. And I'll walk up to her as quick as I mean, I've actually popped her off me. So she's on
so
her
she's
way.
got a shot off.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
sprint,
look who it is!
I'll sprint towards her and sort of just like try and pick her up with my tentacle and like like an overprotective person, like I've just chucked a toddler across the room. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Succubus.
The succubus.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough for that. And then he is.
I'm like, I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't sleep. I don't know what's happened.
That's never happened
It's
before.
I promise you this word radiance lasts longer than all of it. and I'll just basically just try and calm her down, try and stop anyone preemptively going for her by putting my body in the way, sort of thing.
I'll catch Josh up.
Yeah.
After your retreat from, I don't know if you remember much from it.
I remember a lot from it.
I mean, consider the whole session was that you guys getting your ass pounded by a bunch of kobolds.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was not a lot to recap on.
We surprisingly couldn't hit a lot of the kobolds.
To be fair, they couldn't
Ironic,
hit
really,
you
wasn't
quite
it?
a lot,
No, I think we could hit them. We just didn't kill any.
Yeah, we just got them really bad.
Your heavy hitters were all aiming elsewhere.
Yeah, we're focusing so much on burning the palisade now. We
It
forgot to fight
wasn't
the
the most
enemies.
coordinated attack. There's certainly room for improvement.
You'll know for next time.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
so after that.
Everybody decided that they were going to travel back to.
Town?
Essentially, they were travelling back to where they camped last time, but a bit closer. There was like an abandoned farmhouse.
Yeah.
But they passed a
Spider cave, which we
they
did
passed
not
a
go
cave where the entrance was covered with spider webs.
in. We were very close to going in, and Darren almost convinced us, but we didn't.
like where they travelled further. So overall, they travelled about 5 hours back towards the direction they came from originally,
And then we
which
got
is kind of back towards the lake in terms of direction. Urug let the party know that a fiend was following the party.
Because you sensed it.
Yeah, it might sense.
Was that being his succubus friend? though?
Essentially, yeah. that's what-
He's promised
Not that
her
the rest
over
of the party
time.
know
It's
that
fine.
yet.
It's a fiend with a thing
But-
for Orog. It's in our favour. if
Yeah, he
anything.
said there was a fiend like following us, but we don't know. So they had a conversation because we've all been resting. He was the only one awake.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought I was awake. Turns out I was not awake.
But now we've all been woken up.
You've been woken up by essentially a panicked scream.
Yeah.
And is this in mid-long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So we
mid-long
Literally an
rest
hour
then.
in.
So we got short rest. So if we had short rest.
Yeah, I'd say essentially you got a short rest.
Okay,
Did
cool.
I get a short rest?
You slept.
Fuck you at all.
I've got fucking.
Oh my god!
And I mean, it's only an hour long night. Well, not even an hour long nightmare.
I
You were awake for the hour, not doing a lot, so you did.
Urug having any rest, any sleep is a long rest. Okay? Oh, I can use hit dice on a short rest. Oh, paladins get D10.
Yeah. Beasts.
Using both of those fuckers. And where's my D8?
So Urug has let out a scream, and I'm gonna say that you woke up as well. I didn't roll for you, but the others rolled.
Do you want me to roll now?
Yeah, give me a roll. Anything above a 14.
Yeah, it'd be 14 bang on.
Okay. So as you wake, you hear the scream, and everybody shuffles to their feet as you see
Lilith got that 20.
as you see the wings of a demon. So I mean, she's technically a fiend, but you see a succubus in the camp.
Would I recognise it from the previous?
I'd say yes. No, did you? You didn't see her?
No,
Oh
that was
no,
Gorchak.
she's the one that you. She's the one that you almost killed that got
Yeah.
away.
The one that when Urug was with
Yeah.
you, and you saw fake Urug. You didn't see her. You wouldn't have seen her in the thingy because that was Gorchak.
No, Felix hasn't seen
Felix
her.
hasn't seen her since.
Felix hasn't seen her since Urug saved her,
Yeah.
and she got
and
away.
then she vanished.
So basically, what happened was she gave me a lap dance.
Oh, is this your dream?
No, I thought this was real, but I don't know.
Is this a dream or is this what Kieran did last night?
I'm
Oh,
so
if I wouldn't mind, I'll take a
It was
few.
me when Kieran like dressed up in Kieran's room.
I'm so confused right now. I thought I was awake the entire time, and I was not.
I've come straight from hospital to here, so I've thrown on the hoodie and stuff that was in the car, so I don't
Go,
sit in hospital clothes just being like, yeah.
But
I come in like a gown with your mum out.
I've
I wasn't a patient.
Yeah, but I mean, you should have been. That would have been more funny.
I flirted with the succubus, which I don't know if I was awake or asleep with yet, and I threatened her with a good time.
Hold on.
Finally asked her name.
Did he flirt or was it Kieran?
I mean, he was trying to
I-
hentai her.
Right. Okay. So not very well. Then.
He
No,
was seducing her with the suckers on
I-
his tentacle,
I-
and then
I
putting
went
water
to-
on to make it grow.
I went to flex my tentacle and realised that they don't really flex, so I got my little suckers to go.
Meanwhile, Iceland's in the corner, not understanding what's going on.
No, Iceland was very happily asleep and missed all of this.
Yeah, this is all.
Okay.
No one saw this.
So-
And then I've woken up now because apparently I was asleep. I've hit her with word of radiance on accident, thinking it was a cold walls, and now I've dived on top of her, shouting, "Don't hurt her! She's here to help." Basically,
And that's where we're
So
at.
Yeah.
you done.
That's
You
literally where
you
we're at.
basically you kind of bitch slapped her, and now you jumped on
Yeah,
top of it. It's
I've
like
ju-
foreplay, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll say she succubus loves it. But I've
Yeah,
told-
like you when the pentacle
I've
boy
told
lays
her,
it
well,
round.
I don't know, you guys would have heard me saying her name, so I'd have gone Flory, and you guys were like, who the fuck's...
Who the fuck that bit?
I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm like, everyone just leave her alone, she's fine.
She walked into a door. I didn't mean to. She walked into.
She walked into a door, I promise. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And I've just woke everyone up screaming because I had a nightmare.
Well, I'm ready to go.
I'm not, I don't sleep, I'm really worried why I've slept.
As you wake to see whatever event is unfolding in the camp, you can see that Lilith has got her eyes fixed outside the camp.
Oh. I'm gonna nudge her. You know, if you've got a dog looking at something, you should nudge them, see if they break focus or if it's
Sure.
something she's really looking at.
She'll break focus, but she'll look back to where she was, and like a dog does, but they're kind of like
When they see something like a bird in a tree, they're like,
not quite that, but when they're interested.
We've got to dismiss it at the moment because there's a bigger issue.
Don't dismiss it. Don't.
For the moment, until we've established what the hell this half-naked demon is in the camp.
I imagine Hendrik will be mollycoddling over her too. I know he's not here, but he definitely would.
So it's quickly waking up, sorting out the bed hair.
But
Yeah. It's just...
Oh my god.
bit of water.
Iceland's got his sword drawn.
Yeah.
He's
You
like,
can see
Eric,
him.
what
She's okay.
is this?
She's okay. She's saved my life. I've fallen asleep. I don't understand.
I will draw the bow and go, last time we saw her, she tried to kill us.
And we tried to kill her.
Because she tried to kill us, it tends to be the thing you do when someone tries to kill you.
Felix, you've missed a lot when you've been on top of that mountain.
Emo Felix.
Since when do you make friends with demons?
Hendrik, explain.
Dog's like,
Just whistling through her teeth.
Shit, demons is fun. I'm gonna go, I'll be sliding closer to Iceland, just because he's cover,
I'll say
compared to the size of me.
she,
7 hit points.
when we were, you can use hit dice on short rest.
Hello.
Short rest technically, so you can use hit dice up, and I think barbarians get a d12 as a hit dice. So
I might have to do that because you just woken me up from my long rest.
yeah, I think you
It's got to
have.
be now.
You have as
Yeah.
many as you have a level.
Yeah,
so
so I
whatever
think you'll
level
have
you are.
like 4 hit dice if you're level 4. But I'll just say to everyone, I'm like, she saved us in Claudia's den. She came and helped us. She can't go in the camp. There's something there stopping her. She mentioned her boss is Yuffie, and she's here to help us because we saved her. I don't know if Felix knows who Yuffie is. I know who Yuffie is, but Uruk doesn't.
Got the book? Got it.
No, it's
Moses is
the only ones. I think Bob and Sam, as in Dot and Hendrik, are the only two that'll know who you
No,
are.
maybe
Felix does.
Felix wouldn't have been to the thingy.
What, the village?
Oh no, you'd know. You were in the North City, weren't you?
Give me a history check.
Yeah. So you might know.
I haven't got my book.
Josh doesn't know, but Felix might.
11.
You know she's one of the avatars.
So Yuffie's her boss, effectively.
So which avatar?
What would you think? Who would have stuff for buses?
Isn't your mom? Okay. So what's she doing here?
She's here for me, because, and I'll look at you, and I'll try and make sure she's looking away, and I went, because I saved her, blinking with the eye, not that's towards her, not the one that's away from her. She's here, she owes her life to me, because I saved her when you tried to kill her. Before you had...
Yeah, you're the monster here.
Urug is... I'm the good guy in the situation, just so you know.
Right.
No one
So-
trusts you, 1000%.
Oh, no, 100%. And she saved us in Claudia's fight.
I'm indebted to Urug. He saved my life.
But if you've already saved him with this Claudia, then isn't the debt paid?
She also saved Hendrik.
The debt might be paid, but I would not be here without Urug.
You'll just see my tentacle go across her and just stroke her face. And
Oh
just
my
while she's
God.
talking to you.
Yeah, but
So what do you want?
I'd imagine they'd be like,
You didn't see any of that, actually. Yeah, so just stroking her with my tentacle.
he actually has a tentacle,
Actually
it's
have a
not just
tentacle.
hentai.
yeah, that's a tentacle.
So what do you want here? And I'm going to move the bow so she knows it's directly pointing at her.
This is the second time that Felix has pointed a bow directly at her.
Fuck
I will put
Right.
myself sort of in the way of it so it can't be directly at her. Just sort of like, she's a friend, I promise.
But what does she want here?
I had to catch up with you. I couldn't get to the camp. I was waiting at the base of the mountain, but you moved on before I realised you were down.
So that doesn't answer what do you want?
To make sure Urug is safe.
And now that he made sure he's safe,
I would like to stay with him.
She's going to help us.
what's your motives?
My motives are my own.
Yep, and if you don't want an arrow in your face, I suggest you make them our own as well. So what's your motives?
She's here for me.
My mistress sent us here to kill you. That was the original. After you killed me and Urug saved me, I have not yet returned, for fear of shame.
So your mistress doesn't follow Bella, she follows...
My mistress is the sister of Hypnos.
So she follows Hypnos.
They are very close.
And do you align with...
Atmos and Hypnos are very close with each other.
Do you align with her now?
I asked her if she'd pick me or her, and she couldn't decide, which is good because if she's dedicated to her and someone like me could sway her, imagine what the good would sway her for.
Answer my question.
I was like,
I can imagine if the whole time he's just looking at chest face.
yeah, I've made my choice.
And who do you align with now?
I'm still under my mistress, but I will not harm Urug.
Why not Ulrich? Just because he saved you? But
I would not be here.
But we helped save Ulrich, so you know you shouldn't really hurt us either.
If Urug asks me to help, I will help.
My arrow then points at Urug.
Attack!
Help! That tentacle shriveled up there.
I'll look back at Felix and say, I trust her. She saved us. I know Hendrik. If he was,
Well, as if Aurora. Girl.
I know if Hendrik could talk, he just, or in awe of her beauty, he would back me up on this. I'm sure.
I'm gonna just drop the arrow, one hand on Twice Flint, probably on there, one hand on Twice Flint, just no. Back to bed, big man. Back to bed.
I don't.
Iceland's
He's already asleep, stood up.
Yeah, it's already come. I will say more importantly, I fell asleep.
What?
Yeah.
Did you want to fall asleep though? I mean, you can't
No,
fall
I
asleep.
was tired. We got here. I said I'd keep watch. I was speaking to.
You can't be put to sleep by magical means either.
No.
Your lack of duty.
Yeah, but I don't know that.
Your lack of duty is also nothing
Yeah,
new to
but
anyone. Falling asleep on the job is. wouldn't be
It's
out
right
of
in my
character.
remit actually.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I've got her now, so I'm gonna pay less attention.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, it was like-
I've been chatting with the Succubus, he was like, now she's here, I'm gonna pay less attention.
It's like, of all the things to say to the DM,
It's what
Right, he's like, right, ambush time!
yeah, pretty much. You ain't got pieces of paper out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bits of paper as soon as he was
God.
like, I pay less attention, I was like,
I think something is either wrong with me or in this place. I shouldn't be able to go to
You're
sleep.
not wrong there, something is wrong with you.
But we need to rest. I will stay awake. I will stay awake and watch.
Well,
I think I need someone with me.
I'm fully rested, so I can stay up with you.
I need someone with me, just in the, just in case.
If you stopped staring at the chest for 5 seconds, you would have heard that someone is ready to stay.
Yes, yeah, she's here, but. But if we can take shift, we just need to rest. We are.
Hold on. Just
Iceland puts his head down.
it's my husband already asleep, like,
All you hear is a bunch of Goliath expletives as he swears about fucking
Being
idiots.
woken up. Yeah.
I'm gonna kneel down to Lilith. Actually, no, I don't have to. She's at this point of her size. I'm gonna walk up to Lilith and give her a bit of a stroke and a bit of a comfort. But as I do that, I'm gonna try and do it as in a sneak way so that I can look at where she was looking at, but not make it obvious that I'm looking at that direction. I'm making it look like I'm giving her a bit
you
of
can
love.
both do a perception check.
That's exactly what I was doing before.
Me. Oh, fucking nothing. Lilith. Oh, she's not much better. Mine is less than 10. Lilith's is probably 10.
32.
You don't seem to see anything, and Lilith kind of gives up and starts nuzzling you,
Is it still eerily
kind of
quiet?
enjoying the affection of.
It's fine. I mean, there's stuff that's all sorts of night hunters anyway, and she would
Is it
like
still
eating
eerily
rats and
quiet?
rabbits and
After
things,
we've had
so-
our.
Yeah, there's all you hear is like the
Yeah,
crackle of the fire.
it's like dead silent out here as well. Like not even like
So,
critters.
I don't know about you all, but I think we should just head straight north, back to town. When we get to town, I have horses at the stables we could all use. It would certainly cut down our travel time from then on. We could do a bit of resupply. Don't know about you, but certainly horses to go faster it would actually cut our travel time down by 66%.
I mean, I can turn into a horse.
That's amazing for you, but I don't
No, I
think
meant, like-
Iceflint's very good at turning into a horse.
Can you not turn into a horse?
I'm fast asleep. He's just walking around.
Sorry. I mean, we don't know. We were both really good at the mountain, and we both were bears.
Well,
so-
this would be horses for all of us, but they're also pack horses, so we could have kit on them, and we could traverse. It's a big place.
How far?
It's it's probably about 4 or 5 days north.
Oh, quite. We're going like completely
Yeah.
off course. We're going completely off course. Are we supposed to be saving someone?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be going completely off course 4 or 5 days.
And they did say rain. It was on the fight.
I'm gonna rub my mark. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna one hand on that, one hand on Lilith. I'm going to try see if I can sense if Remin is still alive because he does have the mark as well.
It's like the fucking Death
Give
Eaters,
me that.
isn't it?
Give me an Arcana check.
That is pretty cool. It deserves an offering.
Ooh! It is an 18. It's an 18.
You can sense that breathing are still 3 marks in yours.
Dot Hendrick. Not including myself.
You wouldn't really feel your own.
So there's Dot, there's Hendrick, and then there would be Remin.
Yeah. And
Everyone
Mystique.
else.
Oh, I forgot about Mystique. I forgot Mystique existed.
Wow.
I was trying to remember everybody in the Fae.
Remin is still alive.
There is another one.
If we got back to town,
Oh yeah.
the kobolds that are taking those scouting parties belong to the Resistance, which is that town. We could tell them of the fort and its location. They might not even know. We might be able to even come back with a small armed guard as well to help us.
When
A
we
single armed guard.
I mean, to be honest, it'd be more than what we had before. So.
when we tactically retreated, not because we were getting our ass kicked, but to regroup, obviously. They were saying that Remin is due to fight in the pits. I don't think Remin can survive fighting in the pits.
And I don't think we can assault the place again and succeed on our own.
Can we barter?
We tried to do that last time and it didn't work. We literally were going to sell them you.
Really?
Were we shit at bartering?
Yes.
We did roll a 1, didn't we? Wasn't it ridiculous? We tried word of
They,
control and roll a 1.
they sent people to take us in there as like guests.
And what happened to those people?
And someone.
And what happens to
We
those
don't
people?
point fingers in this group, but someone made a mistake.
Unless I play a new message.
He made a mistake.
Someone made a mistake and
You-
accidentally killed the messenger.
You
So
made
they
a
were
mistake.
probably a bit angry with us.
You made a mistake. You purposely killed the first one and then you drowned the second
The
one.
second one I didn't mean to kill.
You drowned them in the river.
No, he
And
got
blamed
eaten.
it on a fucking
He
serpent.
got eaten by a sea snake.
Drowned it with the river and blamed it on the
Does anybody believe? Do you believe that?
No.
Exactly.
I was distraught for days.
I mean, people after our when they randomly murder
I'm
two
not
innocent
distraught when I
kobolds.
murder people. I'm distraught when they die and I'm trying to save them.
Well, that's a red flag.
So you would admit you murdered them? Because you would admit you're a murderer?
I murdered the first one and I was not upset. It was funny.
This has already gone from that I didn't kill either of them to now.
No, I
you're
definitely killed the
admitting
first one.
Yeah,
I-
exploded him into
Yeah.
pieces.
We're going off a
splattered him all up
tangent.
his
I think
face.
if we could go back to town, we could
Yeah.
get some reinforcements to help assault that place. We can't do. We tried to do it on our own. We tried to talk. We tried to
Is this
sell
the
them
is this
you.
the town that's 4 or 5 days away?
Yeah, north.
I think Remin will be dead if
So
we get
it's
there.
Yeah.
right at the very top.
I think
Yeah, it's
come
the-
back down.
I think we
it's
go.
the biggest
I think
city on my
I think we rest. I think we go back. I think we could even say to them, "We'll 1v1 your boss," and see how that goes.
Not very well.
By
because
we,
there'll be one in
you
your
mean the
box.
strongest of the party.
By we, I mean
I mean,
you, Phoenix.
physically, I mean, meta highest level would be me, but physically strongest would be Iceflint.
I think we go there. I think we got off on the wrong foot with them. We tried to burn their walls down.
And what do you think's going to happen when we rock up a second time?
I think. Let me do the talking. There's.
You naive.
I just think we have to try, and I don't even like Remin very much. But I think
I
we
thought
owe
you
it
had
to
a
him.
secret handshake.
Yeah, but that's only when we're friends. I also tried to steal lots off him, if you remember.
Yes, let's rest and we'll see about it in the morning.
Yes.
We'll vote on it in the morning.
If we get close enough, we don't even have to get to the gate.
Just
I
so
think.
you know, your vote counts as half.
That's fine. I don't normally get a vote.
So consider yourself lucky you are.
But if we get close enough, I can just message. We don't even have to be in range to die. I can just talk to them.
Just so you know, there's like, what is it, 400 feet of open, chopped down trees.
Yeah, it's like a 30-minute walk.
I remember.
You ain't getting anywhere near them without them seeing you.
I don't mind them seeing me, just not shooting me.
Well, they're going to do that before they talk to you because we burnt down half the front gate
I can turn invisible.
and definitely scorched the couple of them.
Yeah, so it works out to be about 2 miles of open ground before you even get to the camp.
More than 400
And
feet.
that's if you move fast.
We have to try for Revan.
Yeah, I'm not saying we don't try for Remin. I'm just saying we'd be smart about it and go get help first because we tried to do it without help and we can't. Let's not waste another 2 days.
He's gonna die in those pits.
How do you know? He's stronger than you are.
No, he's not. Fucking little pussy. I've captured he is.
Yeah, he is.
You went from, we've got to save him to pussy.
We'll while we're resting, we'll bicker.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think before I go to sleep, we'll spend another hour just
Bickering.
constant back and forth with
Yeah.
Orog.
You should let me do the talking. Whenever you talk, people fire at us. Whenever I talk, they die.
Well, if you weren't fingering the horse's arsehole, then you wouldn't have that issue.
Well, I don't have to finger the horse's arsehole now, do I? Because I got my succubus.
I was just thinking you got the succubus there, you girls.
I think we rock up to a kobold's fort that we have just burnt down and tried to kill Multiplov with a demon in tow. What do you think that's going to do?
She can't come. She's gonna.
That's the bickering.
That's
God's
what.
sake.
She can't come. No, not like that. She
But
can't
she
come
can't
with
because
us.
you know you got a flaccid tentacle.
Pour water on it.
It's like we're your own boyfriend.
Do
Isn't
you
it?
seriously see that as a good long-term healthy relationship?
Yes.
Deception.
I was telling the
So
truth.
it's pretty much just back and forth like that.
Yeah, for the next hour until Felix falls asleep.
Like give up and go to sleep.
Until you give up and go to sleep. You take and watch again.
Yeah, but I'm not paying a lot of attention. I am looking round.
Learn from your mistakes, Orog.
Can all of you give me a deception check?
Oh god.
Me, Lilith.
I hope someone rolled well.
I got a 14.
18.
Lilith got distributed.
21.
And a 2.
I got a +6 on perception.
Even though you're meditating, you can hear
Mm.
the crunch of a few leaves.
Oh, I thought I was awake, but okay.
I thought you were you were going back to.
No, I was fully rested. I said I'd stay awake with Orog.
It was only about an hour before he woke you up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're meditating, then yeah, that's cool.
How heavy are they crunching the leaves? Just from. Oh, I had a 2. Ignore me, I rolled a 2.
So I just hear crunchings of leaves. Like, are they coming like?
Yeah, it's only very faint, literally, like, but in the silence it makes it. You just hear like.
So like they're getting closer.
It seems like it's on the sort of on the edge.
Okay, I'll ignore
You think it might be within the camp?
Okay, I'll ignore that then.
The whole time this is going on, I'll be talking to the succubus, but fucking Felix fucking not listening to me.
So I assume like me and Lilith wouldn't think anything of it because it could just be him walking around. If it's just one set of footsteps.
I don't hear anything, I'm just bitching about Felix to.
Do I hit
You
back?
wouldn't have heard anything, neither would, and you
Oh,
wouldn't have heard
possibly.
anything either.
Okay, it was
Okay.
I'll show him when we get in that camp. I can talk my way into anywhere.
How would you sleep, Felix? Are you kind of like you propped up, or are you like asleep? Or...
Lilith, me in the middle of Lilith, using her as
like
a...
a dog pillow.
Yeah.
You wake up to a hand that goes across your mouth with a whisper in your ear that goes, "Please don't scream, I'm not here to hurt you."
Do I recognise the voice?
It's really hard to do in a whisper.
Please don't scream, I'm not here to hurt you.
I'm just instant reaction, just eyes open and dagger from side up.
He's essentially got the other arm one on you as well. Kind of leaned over Lilith at this point, but not touching her.
Eyes open, what do I see?
Like, you can see, because he's kind of like next to your face, you can see what looks like a scaly snout with a hood over the top.
So I'm assuming it's kobold. Do I know the kobold?
heard you. I don't mind. It's really hard to do in a whisper. Like,
You sound like Gollum. It's good.
Give me your
just for the process. I don't want to startle. I can't stop doing it now.
It's okay. This one's called Gollum.
Yeah, this is Gollum.
Oh.
This is Gollum's name.
Yeah.
I don't want to startle the rest of your party to kill me. But I need to speak with you.
You see, it's hand on my mouth, so I can't speak. So I'm just
Loosen it. And it's still kind of there, but it's.
So I'll grab him and push him into the tail end of Lilith. So because they're only that big, aren't they?
He's only like just about tall enough to lean over Lilith.
Yeah. So because Lilith is a medium-sized creature now, and she would be curled up like a dog. So I'm assuming he could nestle in like the tail curl bit and be hidden from the rest.
Oh, so you just kind of like gently bringing him. I saw you at the camp. I heard you wanted to get in.
I want to save Remin, who's inside there, trapped, a kobold like yourself.
I thought the trap kobolds. Almost everybody in the camp.
Okay. And are you fed up of being mistreated? Have you been injured at work?
I just want a name, but they won't name me.
Well, if I name you, will you?
Can't be named by somebody outside the camp.
But you see, I've named Lilith here. Stroke. Jerry. I was with Remin. Remin has joined me. I look after your kind. I look after the dragon kind.
If Remin is a kobold in the camp, he can name me.
And would you join him if he named you?
Oh yes.
And you know you'd never get beaten. You'd get fed fairly. You get to make your own choices.
Lots of people don't even know I exist.
Well, we would know you existed. We'd even give you a house where you could share with Remin and other kobolds that wanted
A
to.
kobold with a house. You can see him like getting the big size,
Do you
like
think-
his eyes widen.
Do you think you have other kobolds that are in the camp that would want to?
Possibly. Everybody just follows Stamos.
If he died, do you think they would stop fighting?
The rule in the camp is whoever kills him will take over the camp. That's pretty good.
How strong is he?
Quite strong. He's the strongest in the camp.
No shit, but
The rule only extends to a 1v1 invitation. You have to challenge him in order to take over.
can he refuse a challenge?
No.
Okay, so what did you come in to tell me?
I can get you into the camp. All sneaky like.
All of us?
Yes.
How?
Your ways. I get to announce and see you.
Okay.
I can cause a distraction. And I'll tell you where to get in from. But in return, I want your kobold friend to name me.
Deal. What's your number?
No number.
You don't even have a number.
I'm the lowest of the low.
Yeah, you got a deal, haven't you?
But I'm stronger than they think. I snuck up on you without you seeing me.
That's because I was sleeping. It didn't, you can tend to go unseen when my eyes are closed.
I don't have a responsibility.
Pause one moment, DM just broke.
That's the second time it's broke today.
We'll try again with the riser.
So, well, when we challenge
Balls of Darius.
Daros, Dramos, what's his
Thanos.
Thanos. When we challenge Thanos, then I need you to make sure others like you that don't like him want a different way.
Well, you fight him in the arena bit.
I want you to make sure that they're there to see it.
Everybody will watch. The whole camp will watch.
FYI, guess who's going to be King Remin?
King Ramen! It's to the point where if somebody challenges Damas, nobody's on watch. Everybody watches the fight.
Thank you.
I can get you in to challenge him if that's what you want.
I need to speak to the rest of the group in the morning to see what they think.
I will be all sneaky like.
Is it just a 1v1 challenge?
He will accept a 1v1 challenge.
You won't accept like a party v1.
He'll look at your bow. He's got a better bow than you.
Well, I lost my snazzy
His
bow.
looks like your Drake here.
Shit, I don't know which one he's got. He could kill Lilith in like 2 shots. 1 shot. Well, can you steal it?
I can try. But if he catches me, I get it.
I can't win a 1v1 with him. No one here can win a 1v1 with him if he's going to shoot us with something like that before we get to him.
I could just get you in to speak. I heard that he was expecting you. That's what you said at the camp.
Yeah, do you know what for?
No.
Okay.
Normally he doesn't invite people in, he
Let me talk to the group.
drags them in.
Let me talk to the group in the morning. We'll probably take you up on that offer.
And they fight the big one. Big champion of the arena.
Who is the big champion?
I have to get on it. 1 second, please. Loading screen.
I'm going to take the piss before we done.
Before we die.
I'm really considering.
Joel is just buffering.
Yeah, I gotta say.
I'm considering if we, like, were you level 5 on this long rest?
Yeah, but don't forget, I'm half my hit points now. Permanently. And I've only got
Does that
half
not, should that change after you long
No,
rest?
we need to
No.
clear the curse.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking,
I'm armor class 13 as well.
but
so-
I could put some buffs on you like before the fight.
Yeah.
That I would, because I would never drop concentration on it because no one would be hitting me. And normally I don't do it because
Yeah.
concentration.
I'm
I was
willing
thinking-
to have a go, but
Yeah, the half
I'm-
hit points thing though is a bit. It's a bit concerning.
I
But
only need to roll another one for
I was thinking, as far as like the most intimidating and scary in a 1v1 to a kobold would be the 7 foot something Goliath that
Yeah.
could finger
He's got
blast
all
him
a
into a
bit
50.
pale, but you
Yeah.
can't really tell.
Yeah,
'cause he's
but I
already-
just thought with maybe a few buffs or something from all of us onto him to stack it up could be potentially in a cheeky healing word, sneaky healing word.
Big champion called Kograth the Crusher.
Is he a code? What?
Bigger
So he's a Goliath.
than Goliath.
He's a troll.
I think he's an ogre.
Oh. And we'd have to fight his champion.
No, you would fight Damas in a 1v1.
I don't know what I would prefer, to be honest. Amos
Like
with,
the ogre.
But
with the ogre or the
that is
kobold with
champion.
1,000 magic items.
that is champion of the arena.
Hmm.
He fights whoever wins, and if anybody defeats him, they become champion. Highest station
That's tempting.
right hand man. But never leaves the arena. But you're treated like royalty.
If I could become king of kobolds,
Oh my god.
I would make
Felix,
all
king
of
of
them into
kobold.
the Fey Inquisition. I would have an army. I would be a queen. I mean,
Lilith could be the queen.
I could have my army of midgets.
So if we win the count, I could be the king.
You two are going to be fighting for the crown.
Somebody can challenge.
I think yes.
But you're the only one who can hear this at the moment.
We are going to let me talk to it with my people in the morning, and yeah, let's get in to talk to Thanos.
I will be nearby, but I sneaky. No one came and see me.
How do I call for you?
Whistle. It's really hard for a kobold to whistle.
Please bear with me one moment.
Or that just sounds like Felix is fine.
I'm gonna hand him a.
Oh, he's
He's
talking.
asleep.
I'm gonna hand him a. I've just deleted it. A whistle. It's just bird shaped, but just whistle. Just regular whistle, but it's just bird shaped. So if you blow into that's a whistle. Now you'll be not only going back as a kobold who's soon to have a name, but the only kobold that can whistle.
Oh my god. But they don't have lips. I didn't give it lips.
I'm
then.
giving him a whistle, so you just have to blow into it. But he's fine. So now he has that whistle, but he'll be the only kobold that can whistle.
I tried to give a kobold a number and they hated me.
Because you murdered one of the friends in front of him.
You would literally kill their friend with a shh, calm down.
You're basically writing the number 4 in his mate's blood on his face.
And then you lured him and tried to give him Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, because
After you'd abused him for God
You
knows how
went,
long.
you went Ted Bundy and Hannibal Lecter on them at the same time.
Stockholm syndrome works, alright?
Over months.
Yeah, not in 3 hours. But yeah, so essentially I will send him off, call him in the morning, once I can speak to everyone.
Stockholm
About
syndrome,
it.
kobolds 3 hours is years for us.
The thing is though, if you become like king of the kobolds, they're all going to be all different numbers.
Yeah.
I'll give them all a name.
An individual
It would just be
name.
like the Tower of Bombs, but
Yeah.
Bob 1, Bob 2, Bob
Yeah.
3.
No, Remin, kind of Remin, nearly like Remin. You kind of look like Remin.
Remin with no W. Like,
Shit Remin. And that's just the one at the bottom of the
But
Lovely
Remin,
Remin.
cool Remin, nearly Remin, happy Remin, sad Remin. And then Remin will actually become OG Remin.
Yeah. You'll be Remin OG. And then he can have his own platoon of Remins.
Yeah. And when I say, then I can do just as command, one action, Remin attack. And 1,000 of them will attack.
Remin attack.
They won't know which one it means, so they all attack. So yeah, and then I'm just going to go back to sleeping, contemplating the many plethora of options we have in front of us.
Dreaming about King
And
of the
King
Kobolds.
hoping we get a long rest and hoping I have a remove curse.
You get through the rest of the night. It's coming up to midday by the time you all begin to wake, really.
Do I actually manage to stay awake this entire time?
Yes.
Did we get any
And you've
XP
had Willow
from-
join you.
Is anyone close to leveling up? Is it worth asking
I think
for
I
any
gave you
XP?
guys the XP for that.
I don't know if we did it because we didn't long rest before.
I can't remember if I gave you the XP for the fight.
No.
No.
The last time you gave us XP was from when I accidentally killed. the
Yeah.
second
We finished
kobold.
that last one like 10 to midnight.
Yeah.
Last time
Yeah,
it was sort of
so
like
just
closed down. They were
Yeah.
already done and paid off.
And because like we've long rested and stuff now, we wouldn't have been able to have leveled up anyway. Then, so I didn't get any XP.
Yeah, the last time I XP was when I murdered
Yeah.
the kobolds because I was hoping
There is
you'd give me
a certain
XP.
reason I'm asking.
Ah, okay. It doesn't affect me at all.
Kieran turned around at the to the fiend that was following you and went, "Is it Mika?"
That was my first instinct. I was like, who have I pissed off that can fly?
Well, I mean, that's not a short
Oh no, you
list.
know what? We definitely killed loads of big creatures because
So we've had a
I'm
long
a lot
rest.
closer than I thought.
So you've
Are you
completed a long
close? I don't
rest.
think
No,
you are.
I'm not getting that much.
Not getting that much,
Not getting
but
that much. Be nice.
maybe not on this one. Maybe the next one.
It'd be
I've still
nice.
got quite.
Yeah,
quite a while.
I think I am exactly 2,200 away.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
think
more
I'm
than
getting
that.
that. Yeah.
Oh right,
There's a
is it
couple
just
more
literally? Is it
campaigns.
just the curse? Is it
We don't
remove
even
curse?
we don't even know what curse is. It's probably a bit stronger than that. I'd say.
I can't. I don't have remove curse.
You don't. I think it might be one of those ones where you need someone quite high level.
I
to
think
get
only
it.
clerics get.
Yeah.
removed curse.
I get another.
And I don't know if the
Oh,
curse
no.
is on him or on the. Well, the curse is obviously on the sword. But I don't know if you have to remove it off the sword or remove it off him.
Well, if it's a case of doing that, I have to use the multiple spell slots to go remove it off the sword, then remove it off him,
Because he
just to
can't-
be sure.
Because he can't let go of that sword now.
But just effort. Like Bella could remove it
Yeah, Bella's also a knob.
to you because you're a knob.
She's tried to kill me twice, and I ain't forgot it.
Literally one of those times he was wearing Hypnos's hat.
I was so fucking OP when I had that helmet on. I had an AC of 23. I felt like I was so cool.
Shit. That's. I don't have anything that can help. So I've just gone through my spells just in case.
I think we need to get Roman back. We need to go. I don't want to say this. We have to go see Bella in the main city, and then that's where we can get Iceland and the help he needs.
Yep. And also probably the armor he needs.
Or he could just not nat one ever again.
Very difficult.
That'd be quite nice.
Nat 1 more than Nat 20, put it that way.
I could make it AC 16.
Maybe.
I could then give you an extra D6 every attack you do with cold damage.
Maybe.
So there's stuff we could put on you.
Yeah,
maybe a nat 20 does the opposite to the nat 1 and you get the extra health, maybe?
Yeah.
You could Shield of Faith him, so we'd have 18 AC.
I could also Shield of Faith myself.
No, I mean if he was going into to do the 1v1 fight.
Oh, I can clear that.
I think I've got Bless as well. I think I'm actually quite handy, that I just don't use half this stuff.
But if it was just him, one person fighting, we could do a big buff up to the one person. But I just know I'm not very intimidating.
That's where we
The
need
Goliath is
That's where we
intimidating.
need Hendrik, because he can be like buff.
Yeah.
You're going to make me into Batman and send me to fight Superman.
Pretty much, but we're going to try and give you kryptonite. It may be Timu kryptonite and it might not work.
Kryptonite from Wish. It is just a green glow stick.
But it's about the placebo effect.
It's
He
just a
thinks
green
it's
glow.
kryptonite. He thinks it's kryptonite and therefore it will weaken him.
It instantly becomes the best fighter in the world.
You ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Somebody orders a time machine. it's a car battery, and it says just attach these wires to your genitals and press this button and you'll go back in time. It's such a good movie. It's very strange, but it's very good. Really good, feel-good movie at the end of it as well. Worth a look.
That's what I could also do as well. I could give you an extra 10 feet of movement before the fight as well, so there's an extra 10 feet, so you just close that gap that little bit faster.
So, it's probably not as high as you guys thought it was going to be, but the XP would be 900 each.
Oh, that's better than I thought.
That's
That's split between 7 of you.
perfect amount.
What, 900 split between 7?
No, so that's 6,300 divided by 7.
Okay.
Ooh, no, not that one.
Shit, that's
So
more
was
than
it
I thought. I
900
thought
or
it was going to be like
700?
about
Sorry,
300,
I've forgotten
400 or
the-
something.
It was a good fight.
Is it 700, sorry?
900.
Yeah. Still got like 8,000 to go, but yeah.
Yeah, do I go fighter or do I go another one?
Oh, have you leveled up, have you?
Gone up to air.
So we don't know that, just to let Bob and Sam know.
I
I could do it, but they're not here, so I'm not going to.
I think they just miss it for not being here.
Yeah, we all
give
do.
them your share. Their shares.
They
Does
said
make
that.
an effect on ice flip? It doesn't.
Well,
He's
when
already got
D&D Beyond loads, I'll let you know.
Yeah, mine took forever to load. Was it 900 exactly?
Yeah, it's
bang.
900 exactly.
And then if I get Sam's and Bob's, that is 2,100, which would leave me 100 short anyway.
Your math is shit.
Yeah.
3 times 900 is 2,700.
That's right. That's like another one of your math shit. And you're a sales director.
In that case, Sam and Bob have just texted me. Like, I know they've not responded to you guys, but they texted me straight away saying, you can have our XP, Urug, for all the good stuff you've done for us in the past.
Other ranger.
I think rangers go pretty shit after 6 levels.
At 11th level, he gets 5 breath.
Oh yeah, no, go that then. Yeah.
But that, like, up till then,
It's
nothing.
useless, yeah.
Or do I then? But then that's 3 levels away.
Yeah, I know, but what are you going to get from one level in fighter now?
No, but for those 3 levels, I could have
You
a
get
whole
action surge, yeah.
action surge, second wind, and a subclass
Yeah.
feature.
It depends how you want to play him. Isn't it? Like,
If I go fighter, I could have a plus 11 to hit.
yeah, with sharpshooter, you don't get to plus.
No, that's.
Because you lose minus
Oh,
two,
yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
so I'm
plus
basically
one.
on normal hits.
Yeah, it's just normal rolls then.
Like, because it'd be plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6. Yeah, 'cause you use 5, don't you, on sharpshooter? So
Which is fantastic.
that is really good. But you could have a flying dragon.
With a fire breath.
Yeah.
I was complaining against one of the neighbours and they got a letter.
Who? Which one?
The one over the road with them dogs.
Those that are always barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they were irritating me the other day, so I was complaining.
You complain about your neighbours?
Yeah, well, I wanted to report them to the RSPCA, but the RSPCA didn't want anything to do with it, and they told me the only thing I could do was put in a noise complaint with the council,
Yeah.
and let the council do like a wellness check
yeah.
from it. But then the council got back to me and they were like, you have to monitor it over 14 days and then send all this.
Oh,
yeah.
Went for
Yeah.
in Ranger.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they've had a letter saying they've had a noise
17
complaint
days?
filed.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, because the dogs are barking all
They have a Labrador and a Golden Retriever. We haven't seen either of them walked once since we moved there in October. Like, they absolutely trashed the blinds at the front of the house out of boredom to the point they've had to replace them with metal ones. Like, and all they do all day is bark. And we can't really hear it in the house, but the second you step out of the house,
It's whenever you go to get in the car. The same you open the door. It's just...
I did a video with.
Cool. I've done the features.
I can't get on, so yeah, I don't think it was anywhere close. So
I think you'd
I
got
was
to
picked around the car day.
I was already at level 5. Yeah.
Hey,
On
you
the
are-
internet, do you want me to hotspot so you can do your level up?
Nah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi's awful. You can hotspot off me. I've got literally unlimited data.
Because level 5 isn't
level,
important,
eh?
but you get a couple of extra features. In there.
No, I am at level
Oh,
Oh, you've
5.
already
Yeah.
done 5. So you've got your 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at level 5.
Just scribble down then, need to add 900 XP.
And we've had the dogs come out and wander around the garden at like 3 o'clock in the morning and everything. So they told me if that happens, I have to call the dog warden. But let's be honest, I ain't awake. Like
It's a plus 15 to damage.
plus 15 to damage.
Yes, no matter what I do, even if it's a 1. So the minimum
Oh,
damage
is
I
that
do,
when you take the -5 to?
my minimum
with
damage,
the sharpshooter. Yeah.
minimum damage I can do is 16.
Better not hit one of your
Wow.
mates. Better not that what it.
Yeah, the kill I spent in that one.
2 shots. Yeah. Right.
Breakfast.
He's been
Oh,
You're
feel
cooking.
well.
Lilith is cooking with her fire breath. So she gets in.
He was actually talking about eating Lilith.
Isn't it more like? Isn't it more
Yeah,
like?
I was
Oh, yeah, there was.
going to. Lilith had died 5 times already. I said, "Oh, what's a 6th if we could eat some meat?"
She doesn't die, she vanishes.
Oh.
It's not like she goes,
Yeah, but surely we can cut something off
You can
while
try.
while she's alive.
you can try.
As long as their hit points don't get.
As long as you don't kill her, we can just chop her up.
No, I'm saying you can. I'm not saying you can. I'm saying you can try.
Is this out of character? In character?
This is Urug thinking while he's daydreaming. As long as I don't kill
So
Lilith.
as everyone's getting up around the campfire,
Yeah, we're getting up now, like,
So
getting ready for the day.
a kobold came to me from the camp.
Was it in your dream?
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
had a dream too.
No, it wasn't a dream. It was reality. This thing that you don't live in.
if you'd have rolled higher on your perception, you would have seen a kobold grab him by the mouth after watching.
Untraumatic fucking deserves it.
The kobold says that they can get us into the camp. They don't want Thanos to be in charge. None of them like him. This guy didn't even have a number. He's low down the rank. And he says he's quite strong, and all he'd want in return is for Remin, one of his own, to name him and give him a name.
I gave one a name once.
But you're not one of his kind. They can only be named by their own kind.
Is that probably why I didn't respond very well?
That's just
Yeah.
by yourself.
I mean, Orug is a bit of a twat, so. But I mean,
No, we're intelligent.
I don't know
Thanos
as
wanted
well.
to speak to us. That's what the Kobolder did say, and we know that already as a fact. So we could actually find out what he wanted. He did also tell me that if anyone challenges Thanos to a 1v1, he has to accept. Whoever kills him or defeats him in that combat will then claim rulership.
Is he really tough though?
Apparently, he's the toughest one there, which,
I mean, we struggled at the gate.
yeah, and
Yeah, there was lots of them though. This is a 1v1.
That means that no backup from you going in with no healer.
his bow that
Or
apparently he has is
Not he, I
some-
can heal, it's just the tank.
But if you're doing a 1v1 fight, you
Oh
can't support.
shit, yeah, you can't. Yeah,
Well,
support.
no, we're not meant to support. You know.
I'll knock your
You
wounds.
could, right? You could speak it in a different language. In it, so.
Silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast it in Draconic in front of them, see if they understand.
Robin's might not.
So, yeah, I mean, the bow that he has that the Kobold described to me is something that I've heard about in Lenny. It's a very, if it's what I think it is and not just carved to look like it, it is a very powerful bow.
If your plan is to 1v1 him, why not fight him and offer him a contest?
Well, my first thought, and I'm open to any and all suggestions, was why did he want to talk to us in the first place?
Because I fuck shit up.
And then we do have a failsafe. Rather than fighting 1,000 kobolds and goblins, is we could just try 1v1 him and try our luck. I mean, we could buff each other up before that, you know, a bit of a pep talk,
talk.
magically, you know, juice someone up, sort of thing. Lines of crack bless and crack shield of faith.
I think if
Not being funny, but your last plan sucked balls.
It did. My last plan was not the most successful. However,
I like that you were like 50% of that plan as well as you were like.
I am used to a more cohesive group. We all seemed to go in separate directions with different directives, which didn't help the assault the main gate plan.
Also, everything around the main gate.
They also didn't try and kill us. They
The
wanted
plan
to
that might
capture
have
Doc.
worked to capture the big guy on the thing, but somebody seemed to set fire to it. Never mind.
And then, whilst the fire was being set,
It was like a rage.
there was people.
No, there's a rage without using the rage action, please.
And then there was people watching whilst we were fighting, which wasn't really help. It was a bit of a shit show. So, which is
In
why,
case you weren't paying attention, we got our asses kicked!
How much did you just pick it like a stone and throw it as far as you can get it? Like?
We've never lost a fight before. This was a tactical retreat to regather our forces. We are undefeated. We've never lost.
Undefeated.
I have
so,
new scars.
I mean, how
They make you look fantastic.
on a scale of 1 to how healthy are you guys, Flint?
So,
It was looking a bit
is that in character or out of character?
It's like in character asking
much
a character
ingredient?
question. On a
I
scale,
don't feel good.
on a scale of 1 to pick a number.
What's the number?
You've already rested though, didn't you?
Yeah,
but it's back to
Oh
his piece.
shit!
that sword's doing something
yeah.
to him. So, Bella,
Who handed in that sword?
Probably like.
It wasn't me. I don't get cool
no, I
shit.
think
Somebody was like, oh, that's a cool sword, you'll like this.
I think it was just in the room, wasn't it? And gave it. Like you.
No, somebody
it was-
gave it to
I-
us.
it-
Either one of you two gave me.
It was. It wouldn't have been me. I don't have cool
Yeah.
shit.
It probably would have been me.
If I had cool shit,
It was
I'd
in-
be using
It was
it.
in Claudia's room.
It was probably me because I like to.
I
share
don't
the-
think it was you. I think it was Gore-Tex.
Yeah. But I like
Yeah,
to share
but
the
it was
magic
you.
items around just because there's no point me hoarding on.
Because it makes sense for the barbarian to have the
Yeah.
big
Why
two-handed
would the
great
druid
sword.
have-
Also, last time we ordered all the magic items, he got swallowed by a bag of a guy who likes to collect magical items.
I didn't hoard the magic items. I just had the magic items.
How many magic items have you got, Rick?
None.
Oh, well, that's yeah, but that's because none of them were actually good for him.
Yeah.
I've got just Eldritch Blast.
Technically, I've got one. I've got the little locket that turns my Eldritch Blast into.
I've
So,
got no magical
yeah, it's more of a flavour one than a cool one.
Last time I gave one out, it was to Jazz and she threw it at a 10. The time before that, it was to the bloke that went into the cave and died and left the sword
Yeah.
there.
And then I Eldritch Blasted the tent too.
Yeah,
That was
so.
cool.
And then this time I've given one out, you fucking got cursed, so I apologise. It's not going well.
I think the best.
It was meant out of pure love, and you just got cursed.
I think the best thing.
I Splint forgive eventually.
It does do some damage when he hit.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's groovy. I mean, I really
So-
like it.
And imagine if it was doing that kind of hit point reduction to anybody else
Yeah.
who wasn't a Goliath barbarian.
Just nat 20. Everything.
What's your max HP at now?
So my max HP is 36 now.
Okay, so it's not.
It's still not bad.
Yeah, it's
I
not-
took. I mean, I got lucky when I rolled the damage.
Yeah.
It's permanent because I was.
You
I
rolled
think I
low.
rolled 7,
Yeah.
and it was. You had to double that.
Yeah,
It was
so it
permanent.
doesn't-
If you,
It
if
does a
you
plus
figure
7
out
whatever
the
you
neck
roll.
with it, do you have to hit, and if you miss, you fuck it, then you...
Sorry.
If you figure out the neck of the curse...
It's when he nat ones, he loses whatever damage he does.
So the first time,
Right,
in
okay.
the first time in that wand, it grew in size.
So you
he
got a
got
10
an extra
foot.
five. He got an extra 5 foot reach.
So maybe if you nat 20, it will give you some of the life back.
No, only nat 20s. I think it only does what.
It does the damage. It does
The
the
damage.
damage of the double plus 7 on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was great.
Well, it's a vicious greatsword, but it's so it's
And you-
bound to me, and it's
Don't
it's
you nat?
vampiric on
Don't
me.
you nat on a 19 as well? Crit on a 19 with the. Or is that the? I
No,
think
that's hexblade thing.
Yeah, I think that.
So
Okay.
back
So-
in character.
Yeah, so Bella, if we go back to town, could probably remove that curse. Or someone there could remove that curse.
Oh my curse.
You don't look healthy. And I'm
Oh,
not
I
gonna
don't feel
lie,
healthy.
you've got a bit of a creepy sword stuck to your side.
What's wrong with the sword?
It looks fantastic, Iceland. He might stop swinging it.
Would it? Does it? I mean, does it? Joel, does it look very suspicious and out of place?
I mean, it's a very large sword. You'd think only Ice Flint would be able to lift it.
And he is clutching
I mean,
it
it's,
very
it's
tightly.
10 foot.
Yeah. But he's. Oh yeah, you're also clutching it at breakfast.
Yes. It does not leave his hands.
And yeah, I mean, dude, not many people eat porridge with this great sword.
But he doesn't have spoons that fit him.
It's. I feel that's a size jump. I'm just saying there's some red flags here that maybe a priest should look at, or your licensed therapist. But let's start with the priest first.
Well, we've got a chance to get into it. I think we have to take.
But yeah, these are the two options. Essentially, we could go back to town. We could try rustle up some guards to come help us. We can maybe fix the curse. Then look at one going out for challenge him to 1v1 him.
Ice Flint, whenever the word priest or remove curse is mentioned, you just hear a whisper saying,
Okay.
carry on.
Or we could go to find out what he actually summoned us for, this guy, and then maybe challenge him to a 1v1 and pray we get lucky and no one dies.
Even if we don't want, could we do some sport where you are very good with your bow?
Yeah, but he's got a better bow.
Annoyingly, but you don't shoot each other. You shoot targets. You do challenges. Maybe he'll take that route rather than, or you say I'll fight you, but not if you've got that bow. Make him use you both use a simple bow. Say it's more of a challenge. You have to use a kobold's bow.
Yeah, I'm not very good at talking that shit up, no.
Yeah, but just
My charisma is 8.
I'll
10.
I'll tell him that if he's so strong, why does he need a magic bow to fight you when he should be able to beat you with a kobold's bow? And then they'll all
Why
say,
are we listening to Tentacle Boy? He got us into this mess in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, out of all of us, the most imposing to a kobold is Iceland. If you've seen the size of him, plus he's got that, that perfectly nice greatsword.
But I am very
Sure.
scary.
I mean, a 10-foot sword would be like most of this room.
Yeah,
It would always be like an anime character.
Yeah, to be honest, I hadn't realised that it was 10 foot long. I just thought it magically gave me that attack. So
10 foot long.
yeah, 10 foot long. Great.
So we're talking anime Goliath.
So it's,
Yeah,
it's taller than he is tall.
Can you
When-
do
when
that
you-
windswept, non-existent hair?
Yeah, essentially it's like
Anime
like
run,
Buster
run with
Sorry?
a 10-foot sword behind
Like
you.
Buster sword that's just
Yeah.
like double the size of
I'm
it.
thinking Final Fantasy when they were
Yeah.
like their big ass.
That's
Yeah.
Cloud,
So,
Cloud
I think-
Buster sword.
Let's see what everyone has to say. You've been suspiciously quiet about it. What do you think?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Willow goes
I
back into the
mean-
bag with the bag man.
We need to go and
It's a
save this ramen, but
Yes, please.
it sounds very
I'd like to be
dangerous.
safe, please.
We want to make sure we got enough supplies and we got enough. But you're saying this person can get us in,
Yeah,
like all of us safely.
to talk to the boss, who originally summoned us there.
Why is that a good idea?
Well, they want to see you, don't they? So isn't that true? They want to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mate, it was worth a shot.
To see what they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, kobolds are very fickle. I mean, so just so you guys know what's happening here, there is a war going on between the evil who is Hypnos and various other avatars of the gods who are controlling undead. They are coming up from the south. And there is Bella, who is on the side of life, the good side, if you were, who is at the north, who's coming down from the north. The good side are losing. The dead are taking over. They have a dragon each. A white dragon is controlled Titiana. Oh, she's a lovely dragon. Anyway, she is.
Don't get it.
We don't know if she's being forced against her will to do it, but there is the offset of her. When they were both created, the white dragon and the black dragon was also created. Everyone has thought for such a long time that the black dragon was died, which is why Hypnos and the white dragon, Titiana, have had the upper hand for so long. I have recently just been told, and I believe you guys have met him through me, the black dragon is still alive. It's the one that kept me going, and he is stuck in a cave somewhere. If we were to free him, he could set that balance straight, and in the big fight that may eventually come with a big battle, with a good versus evil, we won't have to deal with an ancient white dragon, and we'll have an ancient black dragon on our side to help deal with it. But getting into the nooks and crannies of this,
Yeah.
these are a bunch of kobolds are descendant from dragons. They worship dragons, they want to worship dragons, and by the sounds of it, whatever dragon that they had been worshipped has left them. So maybe if we can convince them to come back with us to follow and worship the black dragon, which we haven't found yet.
I was gonna
To
say,
go-
how we don't even know where the black dragon is.
No,
so-
we don't, but maybe we leave that bit out. Maybe we omit that information for now.
So you want to go into the camp where they have
Honestly, I just wanted to.
got captives and mutilated them, and you have the word of a kobold, and we got our asses kicked by kobolds, and how are we in any better state?
I mean, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound like a very good plan.
It
But
sounds as good as your last plan, Funky
If all
Town.
else fails, challenge the leader.
Operation Funky Town would have been a success had everyone else stuck to the game plan of capture that gatehouse captain. Sadly, the two of us could not do it alone. However,
He couldn't even hit him.
no, but that wasn't his fault. The poor dice would never let him hit it. For the last 3 sessions, the poor dad have not let him hit anything. All he wants to do is bonk something.
Alright.
Same and almost.
it's true.
Almost.
Because the problem is, the more he misses, the more sexually frustrated he gets, and then now he's just got this sucky off sword that's
Yeah.
it's like having a naggy wife following him round. But I just wanted to let you all know, the general situation of like these kobolds could be summoning us here to try and broker some sort of deal where they break away from Hypnos. I don't know why they've wanted to speak, but I just
They know we're against Hypnos. They know that.
exactly.
The lands know that. Maybe that's why they.
So it's like a common enemy then.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Hypnos
Because
is
they
like
don't
a
want to
grand man.
they don't want to worship Hypnos. Hypnos isn't a dragon. They have no affiliation for him. If anything, he's taken the Titiana, the white dragon. He's taken that away from them.
I think we need to go talk to them.
Yeah, I think if we can get in, if this person can guarantee to get us in safely, then
I'm just gonna whistle. Come on, wherever you are,
you just call him cunt.
come out. I said, come on.
Oh.
I've named him. He is called Cuntius.
Everyone do a perception check.
Yeah, I'm not good.
7.
I got a natural 1, but it is
5.
a 7.
I got a 17 and a 15. 17 for me, 15 for Lily.
I'm already here. When you just see this tiny kobold come from literally behind Felix's legs.
Here he is. See?
4. I see you.
If you touch so much as a hair on his head, if he dies, you die.
He has no
If
hair.
he dies,
He has no hair!
If he dies, you have. If he dies.
Do you understand?
He's in rogue-like attire. He's got like kind of hooded, but the beak kind of. If you call it a beak, snout.
Snout.
The snout kind of sticks out enough that can't cover his
If
face.
he dies, you die. So I suggest you make sure he does not die.
What if I
Oh,
don't
I'm
kill
going to
him?
die.
What
This
if
is
I
making
don't?
it
My plan!
So, would you like to explain to everybody here how you plan on getting us inside?
I'll take you into a way where I get in. I cause a distraction, and you go in. Simple.
And then what?
Wow.
How do we get to the boss?
When he's at the highest point, you'll see him. He sits above the arena.
How will the Drake get in?
I can
But, yeah.
make us all quite stealthy. As well, to help him.
He's not as stealthy as me, but
I can make us... I mean, Lilith can also fly up and she can dive bomb. She always knows where I am at all times, so she can dive bomb through the sky.
I mean, I can do maths with Wildwood. So it depends.
If she just dives
Oh, no.
from... If she dives from 500 feet on top of Thanos, does that... How much damage does that do? I'm willing to kill Lilith to kill him.
There's terminal velocity rules, so you can only go back from a 20d6.
This is a medium...
20d6 is still a lot, though. That's 120 max.
That's to the person falling, so I don't know how it...
Do you think we should do that for a plan? Maybe as a... I send Lilith away, up, she could
Put a
just dive
spike on
bomb.
her.
I don't think we dive bomb him when we're talking to him.
No,
but if shit hits the fan...
Yeah, we could dive bomb him.
Yeah, I rate it.
Lilith, you've heard the plan. Go, my prince.
Oh, God.
He literally just sending her off to the
I'm just
camp.
going to do a little face nuzzle with her, and she's just going to fly up to the air, and she's going to stay. She's going to
1,000
stay. Nah, what's the terminal
A
velocity?
1,000 feet.
No, because that's 10. That's be about
I-
10 rounds to get down.
200 foot.
200
max.
foot. Yeah, I think the terminal velocity rules are in D&D.
She's going to stay 300 foot, so that would be three.
Fucking far.
That would be 3 rounds to dive bomb. So it's 300 foot. Up.
I'll use my reaction to step out of the way.
There would be impact. More than a 5 foot.
I got 30 foot movement. I'll just
You take 1d6 bludgeoning damage per 10 foot.
Yeah.
Up to
After
a
the first 10.
up to a maximum of 20d6.
Yeah.
You fall at a rate of 500 foot per round.
Okay, she can come down in one turn. She's going to fly 500 foot up in the air just to be out of range.
Tuck her wings in and come down at full speed.
Yeah. So she's going to fly 500 foot up just to be out of range of being shot at.
If it's a really long fall, you might have the chance to do something before you hit the ground.
What she's going to do is aim before she hits the ground. So that's the plan that I would have told everybody about the dive bomb nuclear impact should shit hit the fan, which costs me a bonus action.
Oh my god.
But as far as going, how far away are we from the
Camp?
Yeah, that's right.
So from the camp, you're about 6 hour travel, so about a half day.
So do we all think it's a good idea to go to the camp first?
Sorry?
Is that what we're voting? Do we want to have a vote? Whether we talk to him or go back to town?
Who rolled for the Fey Inquisition?
I'm not in it.
I think it's the only chance we get Remin back alive. We have to
Okay,
try.
so you vote go to Thanos.
I think it's a bad idea.
So you would say go back to town.
Yeah.
Let's go with Thanos.
None of those been named Thanos.
Let's go and get his golden fist.
Thanos has it.
It's
We'll go to
Thanos,
Thanos.
but
He has magical items.
I know, right?
I should be giving him a glove, damn it!
You're gonna get his fisting. Sorry. Covered in jewels.
Glove, damn it!
I will. If we're going to go there,
With a drill,
I'll,
snap a finger, a tree grows up.
I'll say to the
Right underneath
succubus,
someone's crotch.
we'll be back.
Oh, I forgot
You
that.
know that torture thing where you
I
get
can
bamboo
find
to
the
grow
tree
through
line.
someone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'll do that to them.
But I can only warn you from afar.
Just if we come out, or if you don't know Remin, but if Remin comes out and we're in shit, just grab someone and help them.
You don't know Revan, but if a kobold comes out of a kobold infested camp.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if a kobold who looks like every other kobold comes out of a kobold camp.
You'll know Remin when you see him. He's got an aura.
He's got an aura, just
For
full of
God's
riz.
sake, I will show her the Inquisition look. He has that.
Just searches through all the bodies.
That's called aura.
Hippie nonsense. Right, I'm gonna start packing up the bedroll and sorry,
Anything else you want to do before you?
pee on the
Just-
campfire.
Just pray to Darius. Give us the strength to fuck this guy up. That's about as
All he
good
hears
as
is, give us the strength to fuck this guy. Up.
Imogen crops up. Oh well, hello.
That's about as good as my praying's got so far. So that's what
Paladin prayers.
Yeah.
I am going to
Smite them down, almighty smiter.
cast.
I will do.
I'm going to cast aid before we go on myself on Ice Flint.
You much? What does aid do?
You
Plus
have
so much HP.
5 maximum HP,
Increases your maximum HP by 5
Yeah.
for 8 hours.
and on
So you can heal back
as
up to
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you've got more.
Just out of
I'm
breaking
fine.
the fourth wall again. If I were to level up and go up to the next level, would I still remain at the hit points I'm at the moment, or would I?
No, you would increase, but minus the
Minus,
ones that have
yeah.
already been.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still gain hit points, but not as much as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have an extra 5.
Essentially, your max
maximum.
hit point is reduced by so many, essentially.
I can't fix it, but I can at least do that. That's fine.
Poor Iceland's got minuses, pluses, like.
I
That,
spent very confused. Yes.
that might be the difference between getting a turn and being on death saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though those crossbows happen.
Yeah.
They were very pokey.
It's just the fact that because you're a big guy, lots of them were aiming at you, I think.
Yeah. Of course, none of them missed either, which was
Yeah,
very
that's
irritating.
They were,
the problem.
Very irritating.
The problem with being a barbarian.
they were bouncing off me.
Barbarian armor class 13.
That's what I mean. Or 22 AC
Yeah.
from the squishy warlock.
But when it comes to con saves, you're like, yeah, I can do that, and I'm like, oh no.
Does that 8, does that just push the maximum hit points higher, or does it give us 5 additional hit points?
It pushes your maximum higher by 5, and it gives you
There's
the
5.
5.
Okay, excellent.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so your max HP modifier
Okay, well, that's a bit
currently
more
is only.
So-
You're only. Whatever you were minus, just take 5 off that, and you're only minus 12 if you were on minus 17 or whatever it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you just got to remember when aid goes to.
Shame you can't do that to my arm class as well.
Well,
One thing at a
what
friggin' time.
Yeah.
If we go back to town, I can.
Or a good shield of faith.
I can shield the faith, yeah, but I can do it as a
Yeah.
bonus action, so as soon as
But
she
if he
hits
gets
as
hit, he loses
The
concentration.
Inquisition has armour available to give to you should you wish to drawing.
Oh, I'm not being branded.
Don't think of it as a brand. Think of it as a cult. I mean, a nice
A cult.
tattoo.
Yeah, but then you have to do continuous professional development and just.
No. It's bi-annual yearly reviews, so don't worry about it.
Annual yearly review.
Will there be stretch objectives? I don't like stretch objectives.
So you just pack
I've
up
never
and
wanted to
head,
be stretched.
Yeah.
heading back to the camp. You can hear sounds now. You can hear the rustling of the trees. You can hear
It's
the
just
wind.
a
You can hear
nighttime
birds. Like you catch a few glimpses of some larger creatures through the trees.
Are they spiders?
No,
Okay, good.
more like kind of larger,
Creatures.
larger creatures. Like like bears,
Centaurs.
bears shit in the woods.
Okay.
Like,
Pipes.
but at a distance to the point where it's not really like
Yeah.
you just see them through the trees.
If we're heading back in the same direction as we go past the spider cave, I'd like to just take a glance at it. Not anything too fancy, just to see if the webbing's been broken at all.
Give me a survival check to see if you take the same kind of path.
My survival's not the worst in the world.
Wisdom based. So.
I'm not wisdom based, so it is the worst in the world. Oh, yeah, no, it's not great. That is annoying. I got Zanhorn and Urug mixed up in my head. I thought, I'm good at this stuff.
You don't seem to walk in the exact same direction. All the trees look the same. You didn't really leave any tracks while you were moving. But you do the travel with almost nothing happening. I mean, you guys must be very bored now with all you've done for like a month.
I might pick a fight. I might pick a fight with the camp just for the sake of feeling something.
Which is why I also go
Oh
back to
my god.
which is why I go back to town would have helped with caution.
But no, let's just get in there, talk to Thanos,
Yeah.
fuck him up, steal this fancy bow, take over the camp.
Because it went well for the Avengers, didn't it?
Only half of them died, and then they came back.
Like 5 years later.
As long as I'm one of the half that's fine, I don't really care.
I think Claire shrugs.
We just need to, if we can kill Thanos, if we get this camp, think of the greater. We have an army.
Good.
We have an army for killing Hitler.
Don't, because Josh wants an army of kobolds. This has been the end goal for Felix, an army of little dragon people.
Just retires to the camp. Just like,
Be
yeah,
happy.
I don't care who
Just
wins.
play with the kobolds all day.
Like,
They would love it.
What happens to the battle against Hypnos if we all die in this camp?
Then our
Chances-
backup B team characters are all of a sudden the main characters.
80!
Then, if we all
Understood.
die in this camp, the chances of the dead winning and taking over becomes incredibly high.
Which was also kind of our fault. So we're obligated to try and.
It was your fault. It was Uruk's fault.
It's Oryx's fault.
It was Bron's fault.
It was Uruk's fault.
And you still want to go in this camp?
If we got a way to stop this camp killing off the scouts from Bella, from the good army, then all of a sudden that would also be a massive swing in the goods' favour as well.
I
Finally
don't-
be able to get information and
I
intelligence.
don't think the camp are bad people. I think they're being led by a bad man.
They need focus from a dragon. I'm not saying I'm a dragon.
Imagine the frost giant got taken away from you, and something you looked up to your entire life was gone, and in front of it was someone telling you, I can bring that back if you follow me. And then you're getting attacked all the time. You think they're the enemy, but they're trying to bring your frost giant back.
I feel like we need to.
Or an explanation.
Has anyone got a gag or something?
It's sad for these kobolds, actually.
We are very mistreated.
That's because you're fucking stupid.
I thought you said
Oh.
you wanted the war.
Backhand. Shut up.
You want to be their king. You don't like.
He will never be their king. If he is, I would challenge him to a 1v1 straight away.
Or it would just be another Thanos, but stricter.
I'm like, clean my feet.
You know what? In my head, I was going to be like, clean my feet.
When we get an hour away, I would like to pass without a trace on all of us.
So, up to the edge of the tree line, you're about 30 minutes. It's about 2 miles, which on here, at normal speed, would be.
I am slow.
Just under, it's about 30 minutes to get.
Okay, so I will.
If it's slow pace,
As long
it would
as-
take you an hour to get.
As long as you are all willing, including the kobold, I will pass without a trace on all of us.
I'll give them a kobold plus 20 on his.
I'll give the succubus a little.
Stealth.
I'll blow her a little bit. Some of that.
So we get plus 10 to your dexterity stealth checks, and we cannot be tracked except by magical means. And we also leave behind no tracks or other traces of passage,
Okay.
which shall be helpful for those that may not master it in stealth.
Iceland picks up a stick and tries to snap it. Doesn't make a noise.
It's bending. Well, that's the big one entertained for the next hour.
It's still daytime, and I can hear the arena. There won't be many guards.
Let's go.
Let's go.
If we just head a bit more south, so we don't go right to the destroyed gate.
I will follow you.
So he starts to lead you, stealthy, and then having to wait for Orug to catch up.
I'll dash.
It's literally like we take one step and you're like 12.
Yeah.
You've got 20 foot of movement.
You try wearing armour you're not meant to be wearing.
I got 35 foot, man.
Well, you can literally remove them away from
Yeah.
And that's because my arm is not proficient with.
Oh my god.
Are you stealth checking?
I haven't quite got to that, but I was saying that the kobold was leading you, but as he was kind of rushing off and turning round, there was Urug's like.
Not anymore though, because past that trace, there's no sound or any
I know, but it
traces.
still only moves 20
That's
foot.
better.
It still only moves 20 feet. He would literally have to sprint just to try and keep up with you guys at normal
Since
pace.
we have entered the Wildwoods, you have been nothing but a hindrance.
But sometimes I hit an attack.
Eldritch Blast!
I think between Felix and Urug, it's one of those things that we're in a relationship now that is just out of. It's one of those that's just
Necessity.
No, not necessity. It's more repetition and routine. We can't get out of it. It's not healthy for us. But
We've got locked into it now.
yeah, but we were just comfortable with it. I know what to expect from you. You know what to expect from me, and it's.
Yeah, we murder things as process is fine. We're gonna be just fine.
As you follow the kobolds, you make it all the way to the camp palisades without even seeing a single kobold.
Nice.
Can we hear the roar of an
You can
arena?
hear metal clanging, and you can hear the roar of, it sounds like children for the most part. It's just come down here. They don't check the palisades. You
my
can
head.
see him like stealthing
What?
up against the wall.
Is it being like a crab?
I've got it in
There's
my
just
head.
like, you know, when you press yourself back against the wall and he's kind of shuffling.
Okay.
Geckos.
You know, it was kids.
I did murder children once. Yeah, now I'm a bit behind.
Yeah, he did. It was awful. I watched him.
Because they're totally in character.
In fact, I only killed like 3 of them.
How many were there?
Like,
a lot.
like 14.
Oh, okay, so you not even killed half of them. That's right.
No, Bron literally killed all of them.
Moonbeam.
That was pre-Moonbeam changes.
And then he just never came back to the Wildwood.
And I got told off in that mirror thing, which I cannot remember. And you guys committed murder
No,
on
we
children.
thought they were goblins.
No, they were children.
I was giving these mercy kills. I'm by accident.
No, you mercy killed a person that you knew was innocent,
They were asking to die.
but they weren't of sound
I
mind.
gave them palliative care.
Did
Alright.
did you check their competency beforehand?
The state of mind wasn't good.
Exactly. So you can't just kill them.
I didn't kill them. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You all talked about this. I don't know what
Oh, you
happened.
forgot that, didn't you?
Yeah, I gave my memory up of that, so I didn't have to do that combat.
I was good trying to get fat.
2080 fat, is it?
No, he's beefing you up for the fight.
Beefing you up, yeah.
I'm hoping you'll eat them, so I don't.
I had to have some snacks to get my calories in for today, so you know.
As he goes on, you can see that his hand moves part of the palisade. And you can see him open what looks like a little hatch
Can we get
at
through
the
it?
side of the palisade. It would be enough for you to tightly squeeze through. Bit harder in plate armor.
I ain't taking it off.
Do we do any rolls for
For
this as well?
about
'Cause it
10
was-
foot
possible.
broadsword.
I'm gonna make you do a stealth check again.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Right.
Someone might have to boot me for it. If I line myself up and you...
Why don't we just lube you up and just pop you in?
Yeah.
You can just like rub your tentacle over
Yeah,
yourself.
I'll just ink.
Ink yourself. Think of that sucking bit's tits and then you get...
As he opens the hatch, he waves you in as he heads into camp.
We'll follow them.
Each of you do a stealth check.
He's got plus 10. And then I'm
Do we
normal.
have to? That's actually not the worst.
Just hope it's a group average that we go almost. 23.
I rolled single digits and I got 25.
You're a 5.
17.
28.
That's with the plus 10.
28.
15.
Is that with a plus 10 and your plus as
So
well?
in general, if we didn't have the
I
plus
rolled a
10,
4.
if we didn't have the plus
Okay.
10, we'd be screwed.
No.
So
Yeah,
it worked.
It worked, yeah. That's not bad average actually, to be honest.
I am trying to manhandle a 10-foot long broadsword
Through a
gap.
palisade. Yeah.
Well, you just gotta put it through and then you go through.
Yeah, but it's not very stealthy when the kobold the other side that's guarding just sees this big sword
Sword
come
just
through.
comes out.
I can't hand it to anybody. I can't let go of it.
You haven't tried to hand it to anyone.
He doesn't want to, it's his
Yeah.
sword.
It's fine. Well, shiny.
Shiny, pointy.
Shiny.
Always characters.
I'm going to call it Mr. Pointy.
Mr.
In reference to Buffy.
How was the Spidey Cat?
We avoided it.
I was outvoted.
The chickens. Do you know
He
how
was-
many
he was
magic items would have been in there?
I did get
And spider webs heal.
He was flirting with a
Oh,
succubus
is
instead.
that a known thing, is it?
They can help with
I did get murdered in my sleep, if that helps.
But you didn't get murdered, you just dreamt you were getting murdered.
Yeah.
It was just alright. None of us actually care.
It was only fair in the dream, or did you actually get it?
No,
It was only last
they hoped it was real.
last session we tried to train his character for an NPC because he preferred the NPC. He didn't want the other NPCs. Didn't even want it. They didn't come and give him away.
You missed an opportunity, that's why it's good.
I should have gone there. They'd been more friendly. You know what I mean?
There was 50,000 gold in that cave.
Ah, it's okay.
I'd have been Shelob's little corrected.
Would say we love you really. We love you really. Oroka's a bit touch and go.
As you creep through to the camp, or to the koboldy ambulance.
Is it always it? Would we hear like all the arena fighting though?
Well, around.
I've just got this idea of a little kobold going around. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, and I'll have my vengeance in this life or the next.
And
So
then,
fuck you.
and then you look into the arena and it's Revin teabagging another kobold who just killed him. That's my dream.
Wait, pass it, John. See something.
If we've got,
What can I say?
if we've got,
Getting a good skill of
if
mine.
we can get kobolds teabagging kobolds, that is my
Party goals.
Yeah, indeed.
I just imagine kobolds being little action men.
Oh yeah, you just strip them down and that's it.
They're like one of the like turtles. They're like
if we see a kobold within the arena and just dab on his enemy, I've won.
Has anyone watched that fucking Gladiator?
No, I haven't.
What?
They made a Gladiator too, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it worth watching?
It's worth watching. The first one's better.
It was always going to be, I think.
It's got muscle power.
I didn't know whether or not.
The bit with the fighting the rhinoceros is cool. That's very good. But,
Because I've only seen like the trailer and it's on Sky for free, and I just kept going past it. I'm like, do I want to be really disappointed? So I was going to wait till I saw
I
something
don't
and watch
think you would
it.
be really disappointed, but it's a 6.5 out of 10, 7. It's not.
Put it on if there's nothing else on TV.
Yeah.
You won't be upset, but I'm not going to be talking about
I
it.
watched that Nosferatu. That was fun.
Yeah, it was okay, but it was
It looked too scary for me.
oh, it's not scary at all. But it's like I was watching it thinking, so what's different from this between this and Dracula?
Well, they're
Nothing.
not meant to be. They're supposed to. It is basically Dracula. It's just this.
Nosferatu.
The only reason they call it Nosferatu is because of the whole copyright stuff in the
Right.
1920s.
And Nosferatu is basically the first
Yeah.
vampire.
Pretty much, yeah.
But so that's why I was thinking. So what's
Yeah.
what
It's
is
just it's because they're just kind of going off Matt little spin of it because they couldn't do
I like
Dracula.
the
So.
Dracula Untold one with Luke Evans. I thought
That's
that
good.
was-
I like
was a
that
very
one
good
too, but Nosferatu is the first one in that.
Yeah.
Oh really?
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Nosferatu.
Oh, cool.
I like.
I always wish they did a second one for that because they set it up for a second.
You get to see some vampire
I
dick
like-
in Nosferatu.
I like Luke Evans. I think he's a very
Yeah,
handsome
weird.
man as well.
Renfield was good.
I wasn't looking at his legs. I was looking at that.
Oh, his
That's
legs
scary.
are thinner than peen. No.
It's brilliant though. It's very good. It's Nicholas Hoult again. He's brilliant in anything he does. But Renfield is really good. Have you know anything about it?
No.
So he's so the Renfield character, he's basically Dracula's familiar. Okay.
Like Igor sort of thing.
So like Eagle, yeah. So and he realises he's in a toxic relationship because Nicolas Cage plays Dracula.
Oh yes, is it the modern one? Yes,
Yeah, the
I
modern-
have seen that, and he has to go to the support groups and then drags him away from it. And
I've seen that.
yeah, no, I have seen
It's
that.
really good.
And Nicolas Cage did very well in that. I thought.
And the other really good vampire movie, which doesn't have teeth, is Near Dark, which is that's really something else.
I'm a bit of a
Lost
vampire
Boys?
buff, so.
No, I hated Lost Boys.
I'm not a fan either.
Lost Boys is great.
I love
No,
the sound- I love
because
the
it
soundtrack.
could have been, yeah, the soundtrack's
Of
brilliant.
course.
I was disappointed. It could have been such a good movie, and it was
Yeah.
so wasn't.
I just love all vampire movies. I watch
Yeah, I quite like
loads.
vampire movies, but it's,
Except Twilight. You don't like that.
Twilight is just its own genre, like
Twilight
genre on its
It's
own.
amazing.
what we do in the shadows.
Oh, I love what we're doing.
Oh,
yeah.
that's one of the best ones.
Okay.
Sorry. we're
Yeah,
on
because I was like,
Back to kobolds.
and they all attacked you coming through and you're all dead.
Well, that's not true because I can't die. It literally says in my contract with Hypnos,
I'm probably
you stay alive forever and you inherit all my powers when I die. What?
But when he dies, that contract's null and void.
Okay. Shall we?
It's more of a will.
Or a bit of paper, guys.
That's the contract.
Right, what are we doing?
As you enter the camp, you can see it's absolute chaos. You can see that there was so much crowd going on that those at the back can't see what's happening.
Can we like sort of fit in without being sore thumbs?
You just see rudimentary tents where you are, almost like you come in and the living quarters are immediately behind this part of the palisade. They're just tatty bits of cloth that just keep the shelter off. It's muddy. You can see that it's like slop mud. You know, when it's raining and you kind of... As you get a bit closer, you can see the backs of all these goblins and kobolds watching. You can see scrawled on a few tunics numbers. You can see that there are kobolds and goblins, thin, stick thin, almost like there's nothing to them. Some collapsed completely on the ground behind the crowd. None of them are paying any attention to him.
I'll just look, as we see some of this, look back at this is it could save these creatures.
As you step through to where the front of the tents are, you can see that the heart of the camp has this huge gladiatorial ring. Its walls completely lined with spectators. You'd never be able to get close to it. You can smell the blood. You can smell the rotten corpses. You can hear the sounds of swords clattering and screams of those below. You can see just above the ring there's a small raised platform overlooking. You can see a kobold ranger sat watching, laughing. It's Thanos, and you can see everything that's going on below.
Sorry, so his name is Thanos.
I click my
Thanos!
I click
You're
my
there.
fingers. Does he die?
Around the camp, the air is thick with smoke from cooking fires, and you can hear kind of like the beating of metal alongside all the screamings of what's going on in the gladiatorial ring. There's a constant hum of activity.
Can we see Remin at all?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, as well. So
I don't.
No.
11.
Miles better.
I don't know what Remen looks like, so I wouldn't go.
You can see there are. You can see there are cages on the far side of the ring from where you are currently.
He's not in the pits now, that I thought I saw.
We just
You
know that
can't.
he's
You
fighting.
can't see into the pit.
If we walk round while they're not paying attention to us and look for
We need to get up there. That ranger looking twat, that's Thanos. That's who we need to speak to.
how far away is
We
he
need
from me?
we need to quickly agree now who is challenging him if it gets
Where
to that.
you are, I'd say about 500 feet.
No, we need to talk to him first.
Oh.
Who's going to fight him? Is it going to be Iceman? Is it going to be you, Willow?
I'm squishy, like, you know, I'm a druid, I'm
I'm
a
a vote
healer,
Doc.
like,
I vote
I can do
vote
good
Doc.
damage, but
Doc-
I
Doc
can only
fucks-
do them unlimited
Sure.
in a battle.
Doc kill steals.
Yeah.
She's got the highest kill count here.
All she's got to do is take out her teeth and close her eyes, and then we're right.
I think we talked to him in the aim of not fighting him.
Exactly.
Do a game of sport.
How far away are we from him?
500
Well,
feet.
500 foot.
We're
Yeah.
still stealth, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to have to just, I think, keep creeping.
You've probably got about 10 minutes
Yeah,
altogether.
yeah.
We're
You know,
gonna keep going.
you know when you walk through the crowd and you sort of get the fucking way and no one pays attention to who you are.
I'm looking around with half an eye for any pieces of armour that might fit me.
I mean,
No would be the answer to that.
yeah, I was just
Thought I'd ask, you know,
There's a whole
benevolent DM.
there's a whole shop front made of frost giant armor.
All the kobolds drowned in it.
Well,
You can put a whole cobalt chest plate on your pec, I guess. You can have
You can
female
sew a
armor.
few together.
You can put 2 on there and just 1 on the crotch. It's female armor. It's still max armor in fantasy world.
yeah.
So I didn't.
I think we just get close to talk to him,
Yeah.
and then we challenge him to a game of sport.
But we could try.
It's worth an effort. And then if he says no, we must fight, and then we decide. We'll ask him who we fight against, the henchman, and then if he says yes.
For the record, this sounds an awful lot like Funky Town.
Yeah, it seems to be going that way. I feel like this was a better power when I was on the outside of the wall.
I think we're okay.
Not reassuring me.
We're not dead yet.
Do you understand what the operative word in that sentence is?
Yes.
Tentacle boy.
Tentacle
I was looking at Iceman, completely shocked he understood what operative means.
You should be relishing fighting many of these little cretins. Look, you can kick them when they go flying.
I thought you wanted them as your pets and your friends. Why?
Sometimes you can kick
My
pets.
first act of king will be to kill them.
Oh my god.
Every kobold will grab a limb and just run in the opposite directions.
Then I'll have tentacles everywhere.
I shall bask in the glow of his ink all over the...
I think it's all over you then. I was like, oh my god.
Just as a quick, rough guide. I mean, like super quick.
Yeah.
This is where you came in from, and then it's about 500 foot in a specific. And
So that's where the Thanos
that's where Thanos currently is.
Okay.
There is a huge tent at the back, which you'd think was like a leader's tent,
I guess we have to
and then there are scattered
These
in
bits
different
like
areas.
scoot round to his tent.
Yeah, we need to go to this tent.
Steal stuff.
Could Nick come with shit?
Here are the cages, and there's like a dip that goes down.
Do we want to go past the cages on the way then, rather than not past
No,
the
we have
cages?
to go in front of his line of sight. So we have to go in front of his line of sight to get to the cages. Let's just go to the tent first, and then go from there.
Okay.
Let's not make it complicated. Tent first.
We go to the tent because we could actually reasonably potentially ask them to let Venom go.
I
Yeah.
have the greatest idea
Oh
ever.
god.
Fuck, they were all dead.
No. If we get to the tent, I have a genius idea.
Well, are we all agreed to go to the tent?
Well, we're going to go to the tent and then we'll see what this genius
Oh.
idea is.
I
it
said
is
shugs.
so smart.
We're off to the tent.
It is so I'm a genius.
You almost don't have to stealth. There's so much noise that any noise you make is completely drowned
And
out.
Ulrich is gloating about how much of a genius.
And
he is.
everybody's eyes are facing the same direction. Almost this entire inner circle is completely full with bodies. And when I say bodies, I just mean
I like people.
like, yeah.
Genuinely a genius. Damn right I am.
Okay, it's pretty smart.
As you reach the kind of top
It's
area,
wasted though because I bought that.
there are obvious guards who
That's terrifying.
every now and then keep looking back to try and watch what's going on.
Killing that guy's great man.
And which way are the guards facing?
So they're facing out, but they keep every now
Looking
and
over
then
their shoulder.
turning around.
Is it? Could you time it so you could go past them?
Not quite.
No, they're not that regimented.
It's not a video game. It's just you can see him a bit like
Just go, just head towards the tent.
Mm-hmm.
If we've got a good chance, no one's
Yeah.
like paying attention to us there, so let's just go for it.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it, I'm going to do it as quietly as possible.
I think we're going to try and
so.
time it with a roar of the crowd. So if there's a good bit that's gone on, they're not going to blink back, so we quickly die.
so you're gonna try and fit about 9 of you through the tent.
Oh, we're going to
How big is the tent? You said a big tent.
I think we're going to
So
go.
the big tent is here.
Yeah.
Thanos is overwatching.
We're going to go in twos. So
Into his
twos.
tent.
So it's kind of like a tent. It's kind of like a makeshift wooden shack with a.
I
Just
thought
a
we were
fabric
going. I
roof.
thought we were going in this.
No,
tent.
so that's just a larger tent than everything else.
Oh, so we're going into the leader tent.
So that's where Thanos is currently.
Shit. Okay.
just sat in like a box overwatching the gladiatorial ring.
How many guards are there? Just 2.
2 at the front.
So these are all
Are
cages.
they heavily armoured?
The kobold's quite heavy.
What is he sat there?
Do we
like-
just walk up? He wants to see us.
Yeah.
We've got
Is he just sat
wants
there with a
to see
cup
you.
of wine,
And
drinking,
you are-
like an
Essentially,
empire?
that's what you saw while he was.
Why don't you speak to him and we'll wait to see what happens, then we can swoop in
Oh,
and
cool,
rescue
yeah.
you.
I'm gonna walk up.
I'll follow.
You know the code word.
Okay?
What is the code word?
He knows
The one that worked so well the last time.
Bunker Town.
Okay.
I'll
So
use-
we're stay here
I-
then.
I-
Operation
will-
Bunker Town is alive!
I will use
Sufficiently out of sight and still
stealth.
stealth to watch what's going on.
I mean, I could turn into like a spider and just go on your shoulder. Or in your pocket.
I'll walk with him.
Push him up into the room.
All that, yeah, well, don't
So you were going to walk with him.
Yeah, I'll walk with
The
him.
2 of you. What's Dot and Blake?
Let's stay with.
They're probably watching.
So
Going,
we'll- fight. I'll try and blend in with the kobold, shall I?
Hendrik definitely gave us inspiring leader for plus 7 HP.
100 could have been here. Yeah.
I'll lie down then.
Why is he usually?
I don't know. He could come on the thing, but he didn't.
He thought it was available, but
Okay.
Maybe he has not seen the new booking system.
yeah, I don't know.
Do you want me to come with you then?
I think we just all go out.
Alright.
We're just all going.
Yeah.
He wants
So
I think we're
difficult.
gonna spearhead it with like me at the front because that's who he wanted to see, and then just
Okay.
then coming out behind, looking really intimidating as fuck.
Halt! Who are you?
And Felix Thanos summoned me.
Hold on, you watch him. I'll watch him. Don't you stay with that.
I'm gonna just do a little flinch here and just go. Oh, did you not? Oh, you've just missed it.
What?
Just walk like that.
And then as he comes back, I'm getting my face right close to his just to shit him up when he turns his face back round. And then when he turns back round, just go boo.
The other one comes back out from the tent. You can come in. The rest of them are going to have to wait out here.
I will look at Felix and I will hand you what looks like a healing potion.
Touch that to the light. Okay. Then
You
wait,
watch
yeah.
them. I'll watch them.
You're still attached to him.
Yeah, I'm turned into a spider and just gone onto someone's shoulder who's willing
I've
to have me.
got. So Felix has got like a collar on, so you could easily sit under the
Oh yeah, I'm
collar.
gonna sit under the
And
collar.
then you could see and hear everything
Yeah.
quite comfortably.
We're in the kobold
Icky
camp.
bicky spider.
Okay.
Watch it.
So the rest of you wait outside whilst you kind of push back a curtain.
It's you they hope they don't have a newspaper because I'll literally just turn back to me.
On my shoulder. Look! That's me shooting now!
As you enter this area, you can see Thanos with his back to you currently. You can see him laughing at what's going on below. You can see that one hand is on his pet Drake, who looks slightly larger than Lilith.
Of course she fucking does.
It's red. Like,
Is there...
as you look around on the right, you can see an extremely large man. And when I say man, I mean there is an ogre sat in the corner.
That's not the ogre they were talking
His-
It's about the size of, I say this, but it's like to have a fucking
Has he
temple,
got
temple,
a
whatever.
posh boy drink station? You know, like the boss always has.
Oh yeah, he's got one arm with like a little. He's got one
And
arm with
he's
a
got a- he's got a whiskey-
one
he's
arm
got a
with
whiskey going.
he's got a jug. He's got fruit.
He's got like ice in there, like
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you're Felix.
Yes, and I hear you want to see me.
Well, I keep sending people out and none of them come back.
The people are half starved and dying, so...
Well, there's just food for the people in there, aren't there?
What did you want to see me about?
Well, I hear you're Drake Warden.
Yes.
He's not looking at you the whole time.
I'm aware.
Like, well, I feel like there's only space for one of us, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't think?
I think the world is full of a great many creatures.
Well, when I first sent me before you were strong, but after seeing your performance at the gate yesterday, I don't know if you're even worth my time.
Had a near-death experience, and that certainly has taken some time to come back and bounce back from it. I'm sure should someone have slit your throat and dragged you off into the void, then you'd take a little time to bounce
Oh,
back
well,
from
I'm far too strong for anybody to slit my throat and drag me off into the void.
it. You've just never encountered a backbone, have you?
Well, no, I suppose not.
Can I look into the arena from where I am, behind his chair? Just looking
You
at
can,
it.
yeah, you can see
Renan's
like,
not
at least
fighting.
half of it.
Renan's not fighting.
Like, but there are a mix of goblins fighting what seem to be lions.
So, what is it you wanted from me? You wanted a test of skill?
Well, originally I wanted to fight you to the death and prove that I was the better Drake Warden, but I feel like I've already done that, and there'd be no pleasure in just killing you.
I feel like you haven't proven you're a better Drake Warden at all.
Well,
you're a better Warden than anything. You use the word Warden. Kobolds are extensions of drakes and dragons. Your people are in there starving. I've done bigger shits than you've got waistlines on half of those.
Yeah, but I could take on any of them, no problem.
There's
I
no-
could take them all on if I wanted to.
You're meant to be their warden. You're meant to look after them. You're meant to care for them.
Nah,
That's the job. That's the title.
Nah, I do what boss tells me to do.
And who's your boss? Hypnos?
Yeah, man in black.
Yes, you don't even serve a dragon. What kind of kobolds do you call
He
yourself?
makes dragons. Have we not seen the white dragon?
The one that was created so long ago and he's never created one ever since. The one that's corrupted and been tainted. The one that is undead and is not even a proper dragon anymore.
Give me a what do you call it? When you're trying to tell me what.
Persuasion.
That's the one, persuasion. Yeah, Tom, give me initiative. I don't talk shit about dragons.
You got inspiration, remember?
You're going to use this one?
How much do you get for inspiration? Is it
You get no
You
reroll.
You get to
So it's
reroll.
advantage basically.
Yeah. And we get one for each of our
One
I
for
get a
each
plus-
character, yeah.
I get a +0, so I'm not hold it.
What did he get? He created the white dragon. He killed the black dragon.
Oh, you think he killed the black dragon?
He did. He always tells us about how he killed the black
Have I got
dragon.
scars on me from when I...
I mean, you probably look really fucked up also.
Just the fact that your hair's changed colour.
You said you sent for me and you've heard from me beforehand, so you had an apt description of me.
Yes.
At any of that time was my hair this colour. I have been touched by the black dragon. I said I went to the void and back again. Who do you think brought me back from the void? The black dragon himself.
This is when you find out kobolds are colourblind.
yeah, black or white.
And they can't look up. That Tony told me.
If you'd been touched by the dragon, you'd be stronger than you are now.
Who says I'm not pulling my punches?
Well, I watched you at the gate and almost your entire party got killed.
That's what happens when you surround your body.
I do everything to win. And that's what makes me stronger. I'll sacrifice any of them in a heartbeat.
Looking around, can I see his bow?
You can see his bow.
Does it look
Prop next to his leg.
Does it look like the legendary one that I was thinking of?
Probably.
We probably spoke about donkeys years
You want me to
ago.
get the exact description of it? Oh, for you.
It's already a standard item, isn't it? Yeah, I know what it is. Would it be safe to say that, being what he is for his whole life, would he understand bows of legend?
Let me get his sheet off. Let's see what his intelligence is.
No, I mean me.
No, you. Would you know about legendary bows?
Yeah.
Give me a history check.
16.
You all have heard of specific dragon modes.
So, I think it's easy to gloat and it's easy to say you're the best when your little pet fake boss hands you magical items that make you, and I'm showing him my longbow. When you use simple equipment, you see a true artist, a true Drake Warden doesn't need all these magical items to make them powerful. They are powerful. Because at the moment, all I see is a little pathetic kobold who is just sat there, who has been handed magical items by Hypnos. If any other of these ones, especially 17, I heard 17 say some awful stuff about you at the gate, and if he had those magic items, he would be where you are now. You're not a Drake Warden. All you are is some kobold that's been gifted fancy things.
You can
A
see the
true-
ogre starts to stand up as he looks over at you.
A true
And Thamus
Drake
kind
Warden
of-
would be able to do that without all the fluff, without all the bells and whistles. A true powerful Drake Warden will be able to do that with regular equipment.
I can prove to anyone I'm not made by my magic items.
Really? Because all of them out there, they don't believe it.
Wow.
I can prove to you and everybody out there that I could beat anyone
I'm sure
with
you
just
could.
a simple longbow.
Maybe you could. I mean, probably not, but
Why don't you prove you can?
I already do. I already use a longbow. I don't walk around strutting around with
Yeah, but you
fanciful
also
items.
died. You've already admitted you died.
No, I said I went to the void and nearly died. I
You
said
had your throat slit, that's what you said.
I said I had a near-death experience and never said I died.
You said you had your throat slit.
Yeah.
You pulled into the void.
Yep.
So,
And the black dragon pulled me back.
nobody comes back from slit throat, really, do they?
All I'm saying is I'm important enough to be pulled back. Do you think you are?
I wouldn't go there first. So have you come here to...
Can I go over to his drinks cabinet?
It's not really a drinks cabinet, it's more like a table on his right. But between him and the ogre, you'd be stood in the middle of both of them.
So one of them would have full view of me at any one time.
Yeah. The ogre sits like right in the back corner. Essentially like in this corner while he's sat. He could probably reach...
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be...
Okay, no, ignore that. I was just asking.
Yeah.
So, you want to challenge them, I'm assuming.
Well, I originally challenged you, but I don't see you as worth the time.
So who do you see as worth the time?
Well, none of you really. You showed me poor performance in the front of the gate yesterday. You didn't even break the surface.
I mean, I'm a spider, but I.
What's to stop us all? What's to stop us all killing you now?
Spraying webs. How do you think you could kill us? I have this whole camp.
This whole company thinks you're pathetic.
Well, I shout once and they come here and they rip you limb from limb. You might have got into the camp uninvited, but do you think you can get back out?
You weren't uninvited, you invited me here.
Well, where are the people that were supposed to bring you back then? Why weren't you here yesterday?
Well, one was blown into the ether, the other one was drowned in a lake.
I hear you were looking for one of my prisoners.
We want Remin.
Well, he's down there. And they'll point down to where the cages are. He's meant to be going up next.
I want him back.
Well, I think I might put him against the champion. You can watch.
I want him back.
What are you going to do for him?
What did you want for him?
You came in to challenge me.
I came here to see what you wanted. You invited me here to challenge me.
Well, I invited you here so that I could kill you, really. But now I feel like it'd be too easy.
You'll fight him, I don't think I will, though.
I'm gonna come out my spider. I'm just gonna jump off and come back as myself.
You still as the spider or come back as yourself?
I'm gonna like jump off as my spider, but then as myself. So I'm not gonna.
Elegantly. Not
Yeah.
going to collapse on top
Yeah,
of
so
me.
I'm not literally gonna go back into my normal shape on him.
Okay, like I say, the ogre immediately stands up and is like kind of towering over both of you as Dan was like.
I'm gonna say to him, well, can we buy him?
You want to buy one of my prisoners?
I want to buy Remen.
How much you offering?
How much is he worth?
Well, he seems to be worth quite a lot to you, so.
Not to me, I don't even know who he is. But I just want to buy him.
Why are you here? Why is everybody asking for him then?
Because they seem to want him. His name keeps popping up. I don't like the fact that you've got these prisoners here anyway.
10,000 gold.
10,000 gold? That's extortionate.
You offered to buy him.
I'll give you 300 gold.
I'll give you one of those shit sticks for 300 gold.
Why is he worth so much to you then for 10,000?
Because you guys want him.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's such a bellend. How about, like...
He'd be worth more if he didn't burn off that goddamn brand on his arm.
Maybe, can we... God damn it, you made him worth more money with the brand. Could we have him for 300 gold and I'll take that brand off him?
I'll tell you what. If he challenges me and wins, he can have Rowan back.
Just him on his own?
It's the name of the challenge, the terms.
Well, you've got a Drake, I've got a Drake. Well, we've got a full course back there. And we've got some targets set up. That way I'll show you I'm the better Drake Warden and in front of all of these. And then you can go home with your pants around your ankles and that
What arm
shit's
is he
taken
wearing?
then. Let me take a look.
You're gonna fight him. You have to fight him.
No one can back for a slip throat, you just said.
He's basically saying he's the better Drake Warden now.
He's wearing a fancy half plate armour that has a slight green tinge to it.
No, he's a fucking cheater. Okay, how about, right, you do a fair fight, because best Drake Wardens don't need magic, and they don't need fancy gear.
Well, I'm just...
And your armour looks very fancy. He hasn't got that, so, you know, you need to make it
Why
fair.
would I bring myself down to your level?
Because if you're that good,
If
it doesn't matter what level you
If
are,
I
is it?
snap my fingers, that man there behind you will kill both of you.
I'm just trying to think,
And
like...
throw you off there into the pit.
But wouldn't it look good to all your people here that you don't even need armour or anything to beat this motherfucker?
I don't need any of that.
Then if you don't, then don't have it on.
Watch this, and he'll pick up his bow and he'll just shoot 3 kobolds dead.
I'm
there in the
gonna
crowd.
thaumaturgy and shout across the whole arena. Stand up to his chair. And say, are you not entertained? Do you want to see real?
Just after he kills 3 kobolds in the crowd.
Do you want to see real entertainment? I, Felix, champion of Bella, have challenged Thanos to a 1v1 match. He has told me that he will not be using his fanciful equipment and that he is a true Drake Warden and he will not be facing me with those items. We shall purely be going off skill alone, calling him out in front of all his whole fucking camp.
It's a great idea, actually.
It is a good idea.
Because he might be able to
The
kill
camp
3.
goes silent.
He might be able to kill 3. Can he kill the whole camp in a fucking civil war?
Give it a go.
And then I'm going to look back to him and just smile.
It's like that big, like,
Yeah.
smug face.
Everything goes quiet for a minute and you hear a few whispers and then you just hear an eruption of Everybody who's in the arena gets immediately murdered and moved out of the way.
I knew that was going to happen. Well, I had a hunch that was going to happen. That's why I asked, is Remen in the arena?
Killed all the innocent people.
Or
Yeah, I mean, you know.
a bunch of
Correct,
kobolds
you're
and just
It's like fucking
kill
Moses
all
with
of
the
them
water,
down.
innit?
And they split it. There is a pile of bodies that go almost to the top edge of where the arena is. Everybody screams, ready for a 1v1. Wow. Looks like you've got yourself a fight, I suppose.
Are you going to hold up, or are you going to look like a coward in front of your people?
Well, you can get yourself ready down there. They'll help you out. I'll get myself ready, and I'll meet you in the pit.
Oh, he's going to be sly as fuck. If you both got to get ready separately and you can't see each other get ready.
That's the best we can hope for.
I'm gonna-
Does he get to walk past us as like a group so we can sort of just say...
Yeah, essentially goes like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And then his big ogre will come through.
I'm going to make a mental note of everything that he's wearing and what vibes it gives off
Give me a perception check.
and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm.
That
It's like
is
really exciting,
a
especially
17.
I got this.
You can see that he has a fancy longbow. He has his fancy plate. And you can also see that he has what look to be very pristine bracers on. Like, otherwise, it's just like general, I say general, posh for a kobold, kind of underclothes. He's got a little silver chain on, like, but he doesn't wear anything over his head.
Okay. I just want to make a mental note to see how he's going to come back and if it's different or it's the same or he's trying to conceal it or just put some dirty up or anything like that. Because I feel like he's going to cheat.
Can you describe the ogre when he's John?
Yeah. That's fair.
Good.
I can get a grip.
Didn't quite have a huge.
I have a look out still. He's not just kicking your ass. Oh my god.
Then he breaks the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And then you call that break the rules.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I'm gonna die. Big boy.
Oh.
He's a giant ogre. I mean, he's extremely large, bigger than you.
Yeah.
He almost like, as he comes out through this area, kind of like you see splinters come off the wall. He's got a huge club in one hand, but he doesn't seem to be wearing much in terms of clothing. He's just got like a loincloth on.
Okay.
Like, he's got a relatively flat face with nothing but teeth
Yeah.
kind of coming out. He stares you kind of all down as he walks off with stammers.
Hang on. Before he walks off with Thanos.
No. The answer, no.
Okay. He walks off with Thanos.
I was like, okay.
I was contemplating it, but I don't think that goes well for us. I think that's going to go down the funky town route, and it's not going to go well.
What's the thought?
Yeah, no, it was a good thought, and it did cross my mind.
Did you even do your good
That-
idea?
Thammers,
He
No.
couldn't have.
Okay.
Thammers, the ogre, and
It
the
was
two
genius.
kobolds guarding both follow
Mhm.
the large tent where.
It was a genius idea though.
And as we're walking a few paces behind us, I was just saying, guys, if you've got anything that you can give me to just boost this up,
He's essentially, he's in this tent and he's sent you to kind of come down here. This is the other side.
I'm going to need anything and everything that you guys have got to.
Where essentially they're going to stack you up with
Get
arrows and things for your bow.
Any magic arrows?
I'm gonna cast Bless on Felix.
It only lasts for so long though, doesn't it?
Up to a minute. So
You do it
Like,
before I go in.
yeah, I mean, it's 30
As, I,
range.
as I'm stepping out.
I'm just letting you know. Well, it's
Good luck in there, mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's got to be effectively. I want to cast it on Felix, Willow, and Iceland just in case shit hits the fan. But it's literally going to be at the start of.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I was going to pat his back and I'm going to say you've got this and give him guidance as well.
Anything else you've got that might be able to help me before I go?
Unfortunately, I don't have a thing.
I'm going to hand Iceland a letter though, and I'm going to tell you to only read that back at the town if I die.
Okay.
If I live, I'll have it back off you.
Okay.
That's all I can do, but I can heal you from a distance. Let me.
From inside the tent.
Yeah.
You can see that the whole crowd are mixing up. They're all getting ready for this fight. Everybody is just cheering at you as you walk through.
No.
You got D4 from me as well.
You have some Thanos lovers that's like, Thanos gonna take your head!
Are there any bookies?
So you got both guidance
Give me
and
a
bless for
perception
1
check.
minute now.
Nine.
No, not that you can really see.
I've only got 32 gold. I thought I could double it.
You're just like giving everything. So at least mine's on ability checks or anything.
Right.
Sorry, just gonna.
That
Sorry.
goes over there with that. That goes over there with that. With that mark. That is that.
So are we going to be where the arena? Should we put where we are?
So I'm gonna say I'll get the thingy out in a minute.
Okay.
Will they let us get close to the edge of the arena just so because we're part of the fight?
Oh yeah, you'll
Right,
essentially get like front row seats.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Like, but they're sending you just to the side of the just to the side of one of these gates, which in
I'm
terms
just
of the
thinking,
camps.
right, we could essentially, like when the crowd's really going, we could use magic because they'll be so loud they won't be able to hear us cast.
You've got to time it with the cheers.
Yeah.
We'd have to like sleight of hand it effectively.
So when we
they know
see
it's
like Felix is like doing something, we could be like Moonbeam, and it comes down his hand just like that.
I've seen her do this before.
We'd be like, Felix, just be very animated with your hands when you're out there.
Very expressive.
Yeah. You're in theatre, darling. You're in
Wouldn't it be a shame if some beams from the moon came down upon you?
I think you've got him anyway. I think you win.
I just want to laser him.
I need a drink. I'm like, oh god, this is.
He's
Would
nervous.
you grab me a Vimto? I might just go and pee. I mean, depending on how late.
I think they'll be till about 11, I reckon. I think it'll be about till about 11, so we've got about half an hour.
We can at least get him in there.
He's gonna win it in one turn.
We're all just gonna wait till they cheer and just go BAM!
This leader's actually really shit. He just scares people by talking to them.
Take all
Were we actually right? He's weak and it's just the magic items that make him good.
Well, I got a perception check of, I made a note, like everything he's wearing.
He's going to call him out if he's wearing stuff that I called him out for not wearing.
In the challenge. If he's wearing that Felix has already said,
He's
have
not
to
gonna
wear
wear
all
it.
that.
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Is I made a mental note of it before we went.
Because
everything
I think
he's
the people
wearing.
that keep him in power is one of the whole things is
Yeah, sorry, I
the
was
slaves
just trying
can
to get
overrun
Yeah.
him easily if they teamed up, and if he rules through fear, if he loses that fear factor, even if I died, we would still have won.
Yeah.
You say that until Thingy gets killed.
Who? Who's thinking?
Lemon.
Yeah.
No, don't. It's all this fucking ramming.
Yeah, but he's the bad man, because I reckon he's following us. They'll be alright now. We'll run him back.
Essentially, it'll do the same. Oh god.
Do you want to do this side for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can go for a pee.
Yeah.
Pee.
Draw a
I'm
circle.
going to say it's meant to be a circle, I'm just not very good at drawing circles. It'll be pretty rudimentary. Let me pee and then I'll come and complete it. For the second time.
Oh, it doesn't.
I think you have to use like window cleaner or a glass cleaner or something. Is it intense in there? They're all like quiet, aren't they?
This side of it, Jamie's doing hush talking. I think it's fake talking.
Yeah, probably.
Roll it.
So you've got Lilith back. I'm going to see.
Lilith's up in the air, ready for
Yeah.
Operation Dive Bomb, which is 20d6 damage,
Yeah.
and I can do that in one turn with a bonus action. 20d6 damage on his head.
I'm going to see if there's.
If you got literally all sixes, that'd be brilliant. Done. Unless you have fucking magic items or like.
When do you want us to join in?
Well, we're gonna like.
Just
some,
before I die.
yeah. I think some of us are like when it's the crowd's like really going, we're gonna like subtly look for cues to like put a magic in.
Okay.
So.
I've got none of that. I'm going to see if there's a ballista
I've got
or
it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Around.
Because if this does turn, if you can ballista, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, I've got proficiency with simple martial. I don't know if it counts.
But
But it'll be a military weapon, though, isn't
you
it?
would probably be alright with a military
And
weapon.
I'm just saying that ogre won't.
Yeah,
stand,
martial weapons.
That ogre's not going to stand up to one of those, is it?
Yeah.
We'll see what I can do. See what the man says. See what the lovely, benevolent, wonderful, most gracious
If you lost weight,
DM says.
I'm just getting the amount of d6s needed.
What, ready to do your thing? I think there we go until about 11, so we've got about half an hour.
Right.
So,
What is it? 20d6? That's
20.
half of the amount of dice I need for Lilith's attack.
we just need to get all sixes. If you got them all ones, I swear to God.
Still 20 damage.
True.
You might do the same with his fate, though, just remember.
So one roll is 10, 3, 6, 20, 30.
Jeepers.
So one roll was 32.
Nice.
And I don't do that again. And that's the same. Oh, that's a lot of damage in one turn with a bonus
That
action.
could like KO
I
them.
think I think my opener is going to be big. I think it's 2 attacks. If he's got his Drake out, I'll dive bomb. If he doesn't, I can't use my Drake yet.
Yeah.
I need him to break the rules of the 1v1 first.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna, because he's got high charisma, he's gonna call him out for like, oh look at this little coward piece of shit sort of thing, like look at him like that. And then once it's broken,
Yeah.
then we can go with Operation Funky Town.
Okay.
Sound like a plan? So you do have a time limit to try find what you've got, but
Yeah.
we don't know how long that time limit is.
That's the Hoggerer, is it?
That's my hoggerer.
That's.
I've got my drink over there.
Yeah, you've got a drink.
Have a look at the Hoggerer.
Have a look.
That is. That is. He's
Big boy
fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't paint him, I just borrowed him off Jamie.
Nah, I don't just wonder what the model was. That's really cool.
Is that the sort of size you envision Iceland?
Well, I think Iceland probably comes up to his knees.
That's concerning, because Iceland's massively tall for all of us.
Well, put Iceland next to him. Yeah, I come up to his belly button.
I have to stand on rocks, and I'm not even as tall as you, with rocks.
Cinderfan, that's a cool name for a drink.
With a fire drink, by any chance?
The advantage is that wasn't fully painted. That's an instant -4 to his AC.
I agree with you, good sir.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
So, before this all kicks off, whereabouts are we stood?
So, I'm gonna say, I'm just setting that up
Okay.
just for the preemptive. Like,
Fuck him up.
I'm assuming you're not stood right
Yeah.
next to the.
Go Felix. Go Felix. Fuck him up.
So it's going to be a bit like in the Avengers with Loki watching Thor versus the Hulk.
yeah. So as you head kind of down to get yourself ready, you will be supplied with a quiver of arrows, and essentially they'll tighten up your armour, they'll make sure everything's okay, like, and they'll sort of check you over as well. So they're going to be kind of helping you, but also like patting you down.
I've literally got nothing magic on it.
As you make your way to where the ramp is to enter.
My backpack's with ice flint with a letter as well.
So as you make your way to where the ramp is to enter the ring, like, you can see that there are other, I'd say, competitors, but people who have been challenged, who have had their legs and arms amputated and are just living stumps, kind of trophy cased on the way to the... Yeah, they are still alive and they are shouting at you to reconsider.
Don't let me be a trophy stamp.
Like,
I won't let that happen.
some of them have had their tongues or their lower mouth kind of taken off,
Okay.
but they are essentially 10 feet from where the rest of you are going to be spectating from.
Okay.
There is a multitude of Goliaths, other kobolds, and a few humans
Amongst these trophies.
amongst these trophies.
Mhm.
Like,
It's not looking good, Felix.
No.
So,
It is if you win.
Yeah.
You own all these.
so we going down into the pit with him, or we still
no,
on the
so
edge?
you're staying. So essentially, you're going to be on the rim next to wherever. Like, I'm picturing this side in terms
Yeah.
of where you'd enter from.
Yeah.
So the ogre will be stood with you.
You stood with us, will you?
Yeah, stood with you, watching,
To make sure we behave.
essentially.
Okay.
How high is the wall around the outside? I'm interested.
About 30 foot. So it's about 30 foot down.
Okay.
So sorry, we're stood on a wall looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking over.
And is the
at a
ogre
pit.
with this side? and
Yeah,
that
so
one?
the ogre will be stood with the rest of you that aren't entering.
Okay.
And then ice
We
flint?
could really do with Dot and
Yeah, we really
Hendrik.
could.
Especially Hendrik.
Especially Hendrik.
Hendrik would butt the fuck out of you.
Is there just... Ice Flint's looking
There's a
around.
weird rap around just.
Anything that Ice Flint could use, I'm thinking sort of along the lines of ballistas, anything like that, any martial weapons, anything that's If I
Nothing
could get
around
to-
the pit.
not around the pit.
There are, saying about weapons and things, there are a few weapon racks that are around that do hold like some rudimentary weapons. You'd think that sometimes stuff gets thrown in
Yeah,
just to make it a bit more entertaining.
no.
So
No, I was
there's a few-
after something like a ballista if they had them
nothing. They're more
on the walls,
on the walls and outside,
so I couldn't get to them in time or anything like that.
and you wouldn't really be able to shoot them inside.
No, I was thinking of lift it
Unless you were like gonna, like when Halo, you could rip off the mounted machine gun and.
Well, I was thinking more like Detritus out of Terry Pratchett. You know how he's got a windlass, that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, so basically we just got what we were with us, and we stood next to like Grumpy Boy
Yeah, so he's essentially kind of watching over you guys.
to make sure that we.
Yeah, and he towers over all of you as you're kind of there. Damos is already in the pit as you enter.
is he wearing anything fancy?
So give me a perception check.
I was going to say I want to check
Yeah,
his...
if you're checking him out, give me a perception check.
I want to see from what I saw before.
Unnatural one.
16.
All of us do
17.
perception?
Yeah, if you're taking on that.
17.
12.
So most of you can see that he's. I mean, apart from you, you're looking elsewhere. You've got like ogre crotch in the face.
You stink.
As you look over Thammers, you can see that he's still wearing half plate.
So it looks still...
From the distance that you guys are, you can't really see any colour to it. Felix, you will see that it doesn't quite have that green tinge like it had before. His bow is just an ordinary bow, or like it's just a wooden bow.
Put the braces on.
You can see that he's still wearing braces.
The same ones?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say to Ulrich, he's still wearing the prestige, very good looking braces. I can't see the tinge on the armour, but he is wearing them braces from before, so they could be magical.
I will go towards the end of the pit and say, "This is your champion. He's wearing magic braces after saying he wasn't going to wear them. What an idiot!" And
Well, that's my champion. As you can see that the ogre's standing right behind you.
That's your
I'm
boss.
not the champion, I am the leader.
You're a disgrace.
Well, there are some perks to being in charge, aren't there? You didn't want the bow, you didn't want the plate armour. Here I am. You think that the items make me?
Take them off then.
I'm gonna take everything off your friend there.
Good job.
And I'm gonna put him in one of those cages before the day is through.
We'll see about that.
I mean, they're
Fuck him up, Felix.
Okay!
Felix. I'll try
You
and
can
get.
see that he's riding on the back of Cinderfanged as he's
So
kind
he's
of
bought his
playing
straight
to
out
the-
then?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna try and get all the kobolds around. I'm gonna try and get the kobolds around me to start chanting Felix, Felix,
You can see him waving the
Oh,
crowd.
wait. This is Operation Air Force One, never mind.
I am chanting Felix, so if any of the kobolds start shouting Felix's name, they're getting a good. I'm gonna remember that. Yeah, boys.
You can just hear everybody's kind of yelling, but they're also kind of like they want to hear what's going on before it all starts, and then just go.
I'm gonna shout in Draconic Felix as well, just so the kobolds feel like I'm talking to him.
Shut him up, will you? But the ogre just kind of doesn't really do a lot.
I think I speak giant as well.
Do you want initiative?
I think if we all did initiative, we're all going to help, then that would probably be good. But it's up to you, Joel.
Let's have a look.
Are they?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want to check?
Or is the light on? If they are, I'll leave it at that,
Yeah.
Do you want to check, Joel?
and then we'll.
Looks like.
And then we'll do. I could leave it at that anyway.
Mm.
And then when everybody comes in, I'm essentially going to do
Roll
initiative
initiative.
straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either they're packing up or it's really intense.
It's only
Yeah,
quarter
I
to
was
11.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but it depends. I'm just thinking if
Do you want to
I
just stick your...
if I start, you're going to be without Dot and
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah.
No, this is true. Maybe we wait.
they're internal.
Otherwise,
Lights on.
finishing. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got there.
so if we do...
Do you really?
I would like Cloudage Blast in right now.
You what?
Okay. Recorded.
Yeah, because hopefully then when